Reform out.
Are you guys like very chaotic?
I think I said a joke.
Yeah, yeah, we're very
Yeah.
What the fuck did she just ask him?
energetic players.
Are you
Like,
guys
shut
like
up, so,
very chaotic?
I don't know, like controlled chaos.
I find myself a chaotic neutral.
That's awesome because that's like we get to just keep that energy high and keep that going like the entire time, keep that momentum, right?
Yeah.
But another question that I had for you was that I know that you said that you're really excited to play against Peru.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about that maybe rivalry that's brewing there?
Yeah, I mean, I really like some of the Peru players. We like are friends, so I would consider like a good rematch. You know, it's not like a rivalry, as I want to see them succeed, but it would be tough, like seeing their past match of against Colombia. I think they do have a shot, but they have to put some work win in. Sorry, and I'm rooting for them.
Yeah.
Well, that's really sweet
I
and
love the
really
black
awesome,
screen.
Delka. I mean, that's less of a rivalry, more of a rooting for the home.
That's my
team,
favorite
where we kinda
Overwatch
face
game.
off against each other
Oh
kind
my
of
god.
vibe, for sure.
Yeah.
Why does Devo sound like a
You
man?
get the opportunity to make it to the World Cup LAN here.
I have to.
As far as the other regions goes, do you have an eye on a specific country that you want to face up?
Yay!
Yay!
No multitasking for me.
I don't think.
I mean, why would I want to just go on my own browser and look at? Why can I look through your screen?
Especially, I know they're pretty good. And it would be good to like learn from like.
I don't know. Do you have cookies yet?
A one kind, like an opportunity that you cannot.
Well, that's a shame.
Take for granted, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to say one more thing.
DoorDash you a single cookie from Subway.
I would like to say that our roster is unshakable, as we like to say, inabalable, and so we're gonna keep that going.
I love that. I love the confidence that you guys are bringing into this. But
I can
before
occasionally
we do go to a quick break and whatnot, I wanted to give you this opportunity, Delka, to be able to give any shoutouts or thank yous.
Yeah, sure. I want to thank my whole team, the coach Honorato, Neil, the other tank that we could play together, like both MVPs.
You can get a
pretty good tank line. And I would like to thank my mom and my girlfriend Amanda and my grandma that's watching from home. I hope.
If I'm just wait, you can one cookie for
I'm nervous when I play.
$1.70.
So I hope she's doing well.
Okay, well that's so sweet.
Well, he's trying to see if he can DoorDash me a singular cookie.
This interview. And GG's on your 2-0, and good luck for the rest.
And then you can do 2 cookies for $2.49.
Oh yeah.
Why are you trying to get more cookies?
Thank you so much.
No, of course.
Well, no, I'm trying to see like all the things, and they can get 13 cookies for $6, which is actually a really great deal considering one cookie was
anticipated ones early
$1
on in the Overwatch World Cup, Canada versus USA.
Oh wow.
Why not 30 cookies for $1.25?
Well, because they don't offer that in their sweets and treats. The verse continues in 4 minutes.
Oh, it genuinely would cost me, wait, no shot. A single cookie would cost me $9.06.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Damn.
If you do through Uber Eats, it would be like $21.
Which is wait, Anthony.
Yeah.
For the cookie tote, 13 cookies, you have to select each cookie individually. They only offer chocolate chip, but I have to select 13 chocolate chip cookies.
You're about to buy him 13 cookies?
No.
Wait. Let's see if I do.
Good news, whereas one cookie was $9, 13 cookies is $13.
Woo!
So I went from paying $9 for a cookie to paying $1 for each cookie.
I ordered a carne asada burrito.
Huh?
Carne asada? You guys are talking about food and I got hungry. So I DoorDashed a carne asada burrito to me.
That's it.
So what if I genuinely just DoorDash you 13 cookies?
Me or him?
From Fioberto's.
How would I DoorDash him something?
I don't know.
Wait,
I mean,
me?
if I
What did I do?
I still have your address saved.
Me?
yeah, but you could just change your address to just buy fucking cookie.
From Maine. What's the shipping on a cookie from Maine to my house?
Well, no. If he changes like his address.
If he puts in my address, you'd get everything around me, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it would think that
There's no cookie places around me.
McDonald's.
The closest you get to like sweets is like
McDonald's.
what's
You're
the
getting
cake
McDonald's cookies. You're getting
McDonald's
McDonald's
cookies?
That's
Oh
what
please.
we're talking about.
I thought you were talking about other shit. I didn't even know McDonald's sold
I
cookies,
was
and I worked at
not
McDonald's.
even checked into this conversation at all.
No.
Man, I love how the popular condiment for McDonald's.
I heard you talk about food. I got hungry and I made some
It's
food.
like, yo, I want some food.
I knew Anthony was talking about cookies. That's about it.
Well, because we're trying to figure out, like if they have cookies, and like I could just check Uber Eats because that's just on my phone and I never use it, but it's just for funny. So I could just look at things to see what I can't get.
Why doesn't Anthony just buy himself cookies?
Cause he asked if I had cookies yet, cause I wanted to be his friend.
What the fuck does that mean?
The Siri thing when you do 0 divided by 0, it's like if you have 0 cookies means you get 0 friends. So friendship is determined by the amount of cookies you have.
She says something like if so.
She
say
says
for
so
instance, you have 0 cookies and you divide them between your 0 friends. And
What
then
does
she
that get
goes
you?
on and it's like,
And that says the Cookie Monster's sad because you have 0 cookies, and you're sad because you have no friends.
0 friends.
Well, no, they changed because and your friends are sad because you don't have any.
Or because
something
they
like
don't
that.
exist. Yeah.
They don't exist. It's like, wow, that like it was a turn for the worst, real fast, just going along that line.
Hold on.
Also, I think it's funny because the Subway, by the way, is closed right now. you'd have to hope that McDonald's maybe had cookies. What's the cheapest delivery? Oh, the McDonald's delivery fee is $7.
Evenly among 0 friends. How many cookies does each person get? See, it doesn't make sense. And Cookie Monster is sad that there are no cookies. And your friends are sad because they don't exist.
Now that actually this was.
Oh wow.
Did she say
this
Lamau at the end?
escalated quickly.
Lamau.
Lamau, this escalated quickly.
Holy shit! Wait, the delivery fees have changed.
It's probably. I don't know.
Dunkin' Donuts got more
This is the match
expensive
we've
and
all
McDonald's
been
got cheaper.
waiting for. We've got Team Canada versus
Dunkin'
US.
Donuts is
And
now-
then
Going through
coming in hot
McDonald's
here
then.
for match
Dunkin'
number
Donuts
3
is now
of the day.
$17.
Moxie,
For what?
I mean, I
For
feel
the
like
delivery
these ones
fee.
really even need an
The
introduction.
fuck kind of...
17?
It's going to be absolutely star-studded
And then-
because, I mean, these
ordering
rosters,
And then
they're absolutely
I'm not ordering through
star-studded.
anything. I just have
Coming
Uber
in
Eats because I
from
thought it'd be funny to have it
Uber,
exist.
bro?
Dude, why?
I just-
I
don't order anything. I like looking at the funny little. I like looking at the funny little delivery fees. I like looking at the delivery fees. It's funny.
This time around, so she's having to play up against 2 of her
Yeah.
players. She's got sugar-free.
That in the time it takes.
Your problem is that you're looking at Uber Eats.
No, it's funny.
Rain was too young to be able to go into Overwatch League at the
Like,
time.
they
But
get
hey,
so little
Now
business
it's the
that
Overwatch League
they
age
have so
limit
much of an
being
upcharge
lowered
because
by
they're not
years, so
making
you
money any
immediately
other way.
gets picked up in an
I don't know,
absolute
man.
frenzy.
McDonald's is down to
Titans,
$7.
and
It
now
was
he's
20
going to be playing
before.
for Team USA. So in the space of
Check
1
it out,
year, he gets to
USA.
take both Overwatch League and the World Cup off at the exact
They have
same
a Canadian on
We
there.
put the American
Dustin, I
characters
gotta
on
get
the
your thoughts
Canadian
on
side.
this
Hold
too.
on,
I mean, you
hold
are
on,
more
it's
than
me right here.
For sure, I think that USA has a great lineup. Although there's been a lot of doomers as of late with Team USA, but I think the depth of this roster is definitely greatly overstated. I think that in this tournament, especially a decisive win over Canada could mean a lot for them. But honestly, on Canada's side, they're not too far behind the ball here. They have some very, very good talent. Overwatch.
You're supposed to help your friend, not fucking.
And a lot of players.
Listen, all right, I'm in a safe space with Widow, so I know I can say.
For this lineup, I could see them doing quite well, especially with this backline with Crimzo still.
That's why he doesn't deserve a happy. Just give him a sad meal.
False on the tank as well, has that flexibility. And Seeker is a truly standout hit scan.
Also,
get him like a fucking.
Yeah, the DPS go as we know him, right? But man,
Give him an orange soda.
I feel like
no, like a fucking milk. Get him a white milk with his happy meal.
For a day one match to be coming through, but I need to know what are the stakes in your opinion. I need set the tale.
Can I get was
four napkins
Dustin's already raised one storyline, which is USA. Obviously, a lot of doubters coming in.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
From some of the players in the Overwatch
he needs the fucking napkins.
So
he needs to say extra napkins on the article.
Also, I have a feeling that Uber Eats up their delivery costs, so you would probably get their funny little thing that gets 0 delivery fees.
They are playing for Team Canada, and they're going to be playing up against Toronto Defiance players who literally have
they got a thing called Uber One, so instead of paying delivery fees.
Giants in Group A. USA obviously the favorites being the current defending champion, but if Canada are able to walk away with a win, instantly Canada becomes that main team to beat in the spotlight, and USA looks a little bit vulnerable to all of the players and teams below as well. But I mean, look at this roster. Does anyone here look vulnerable? Definitely not after the performances from some of them in mid-season madness.
I don't know, man, but they got a sick one.
Monster a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, RuPaul's insane. Aspire as well, both coming up into the starting lineup. I mean, that's a big deal for this team. To run double flex support is one of the. It's a hard transition to make, right? It depends on the meta, obviously, but to have that flex over to Lucio, it's definitely a difficult choice at points for Team USA. Though I think that they can maybe at times carry through the DPS, even carry through that.
It would be funny if like one of them was like, Ilios, just gotta go hog. I know.
Rerun of a map that we've already seen.
I know we've been practicing.
Today. Fortunately, things didn't pan out too
I know we've been practicing with like this team comp, but I'm gonna do the funny, guys.
So hopefully, gonna see a bit of a turnaround, a tighter game between Team Canada and Team USA. Again, like Moxie mentioned, a lot of weight on this USA squad being the defenders here of the Overwatch World Cup back in 2019, but it's a fresh new look, right? 4 years later,
anyone can sign up for the World Cup, right?
Well, so a different game when it comes down to it.
Anthony, sign up.
From 6
no, I meant like
on a roster in a
like you had to do a thing for the one. I know that, but like.
What can you tell me about Team Canada and Team USA and what you anticipate to see?
Yeah, I know that.
Here for their team compositions.
That's that's what I meant more like
these teams have cooked up, because I mean we talked about players, we also have to acknowledge that
I want to imagine, or I want to hope that there's a bunch of just fucking memers. It's like, yo, we got this.
Rain, who just walked away with a win in mid-season madness itself. Canada, they've got Danny, the current coach for Washington Justice.
Says who?
An assistant coach who used to be the assistant coach for Dallas Fuel, as well as SNR, who has
but it's all inclusive.
If you remember Trick Room from the Overwatch
No, that's not what that means.
One of our teams
it's exactly what it is.
From contenders take down San Francisco Shark.
All right, well, let's obviously get into this, Moxie. And I think that we don't even have to say much about this matchup, like you said.
What do you mean not? Wait.
Leave Ash behind. We move into Ilios. Ruins will be the
they're literal only
matchup.
Dude, they have magic.
Oh, I'm just so looking forward to seeing these two go head to head. Sugar free.
The way you can join the trials if you have a good standing active Battle.net account.
Spawn and touch that point a little bit faster. It's going to be dive, but Canada actually fielding false on that Junker Queen.
Right, yes.
Nerf Junker Queen, but you still have a lot of sustainability. Still playing incredibly aggressively on Overwatch.
Yeah, I think that for her individually, for sure, that may not have a lot of change, but Blue coming from that right side, going for that poke immediately on the Seeker on the flank, meanwhile jumps forward towards that point to try to control, but Canada's not giving up that space just yet. Dynamite from Hydra connects onto False. Eventually will shout to stay healthy as well onto Noxious. Keep them nice and healthy, sugar free. Dealing with Seeker towards the point. Has to recall actually, but still has trace to avoid the incoming damage, but goes all the way down to 1 HP to barely escape with his life. Point still not under control for anybody just yet. USA drops down towards that point to touch it last second. And Hydra looking for those shots over the top. Drops the Dynamite, but False with an axe to Kaluja's face will find him on that engage. They're still nice and healthy. They still have the members here that are doing quite well for Canada. They take control of that point and push Team USA back to their spawn.
Yeah, losing Kaluj means losing that massive hitbox to be able to absorb all of this damage coming through from Noxus. And as a result, USA have to back up, bend the knee and
Is
give
she hitting shots? I
cap,
can't
and
tell.
now it becomes sustainability, something that Junker Queen, Lucio, and Kiriko are so known for.
Not yet.
What an interesting difference that we have seen.
Oh wait, I'll be able to tell now.
Ash, right? These ashes go up, but no one shot, just getting damaged in the backline. Meanwhile, Bob towards that point to zone, also with a nano boost. Meanwhile, continuing rush from Crimzo to sustain. No, Kariko, no Tutu to save Paul there. On the inside, he's a beat off from Mayfall was there, and USA have rotated all the way
Bob
around
just
the
looked like he was chilling.
it, but it's far too late. He's lost his team. Canada will get wiped, and USA.
Yeah, and that's gonna get yelled at by
beat
Ash.
up,
Big sad.
unfortunately, too late to save False again without that tank. You
Bye.
don't have the means of being able to hold your
I'm trying, man.
Bob, who was capping that point as the fight went through. Now we're going to see the Widowmaker come out just momentarily, however, as USA were getting pretty close to those one-shot distances. Now they're going to go back onto Seeker for the Tracer. Sugarfree's got that Possum built up and just playing bodyguard, not allowing counter free entry with this Possum coming through. Doesn't stick. And Crimzo in the meantime actually learns the kunai to take Hydron down. And that means that counter can group up, no Dynamite punish them.
A little worried
See, I think the USA has one because they have the Western one. They can't let some outsiders try and be a better Western
However,
woman.
Canada have control of that point. Falls all the way down to 1 HP, and eventually RuPaul will find it, but he's getting the Bob towards that point. Eventually, RuPaul loses his life because of it, but Hydra still on the outside, has to lose as well. Without False in the fight, Canada can't really sustain as Ultraviolet tries to run away from Magic Mayfall and Seeker. Kaluj is there to help with that assistance, and they actually reclaim that point at 40%.
That would make sense.
Yeah, stall from the Lucio and Trace just throwing themselves onto the point to play as much percentage as possible.
Don't worry, you can look at one stat when they show it.
They have absolutely nothing to cleanse this rampage to come through.
At the very end.
It's going to be down to either RuPaul, Hydron, or Ultraviolet to land some CC to stop the Junker Queen in her tracks.
Looking for their dive on the opposite side.
Either the tank or someone who
over the right.
was
walks
cool.
into the point, notices everybody's fallen away, but a pulse bomb from Seeker is avoided narrowly by Nano boost on the Kaluj. Their engage is here on the false early. Gets poked down so low that he can't go for the engage, but Seeker on the flank did take out RuPaul. However, it did cost him his life because he had to recall during it. Ultraviolet, nice shots from him. Canada have rotated towards that point with about 80%.
I don't think I've heard anyone ever like be so happy that the people that they got napkins with their
food. Have you heard Anthony? Hold on. Have you heard Anthony eat a napkin?
There's a difference between what I was doing and what you just did.
No, you were happy about it.
You were glad that the people you ordered food from you ordered food from
me.
That you ordered food from gave you napkins. Like it's not like a common thing.
So the Junker Queen is so
like you've been
doesn't have the opportunity to be able to use the rampage.
Oh, this is scalding hot.
Holy
shit.
90% on the board. Hydrant's Bob in that
like
fight was
like
used.
minutes
Canada
down the
still
road
have those
from me.
ultimates, but it's so hard
too lazy.
for False to find a good enough ultimate. At the time, they do have that beat engage, like I said. USA have no support ultimates building up to Ultraviolet, but Sugar Free! He comes back onto Seeker, who has some support
minutes
to
down the
stop
road.
overtime. Mayfall now commits the beat drop as well. Down a man, not just goes low. Will fall to Kaluj.
Canada with trying to contest.
And hits absolutely nobody as Kaluj in the rest of Team USA collapse onto Canada, bringing it up on the round in Ilios.
No, I'm gonna start
he stuck a sleeping bitch.
Overtime to Lenny time because Sugar Free just absolutely dominated That choice will
That's a great stick, you know, you're really leaving me in the suspense right now.
Length of the mobility, keep that point of control. False to have to go all the way around into the backline.
We can't see.
On a solo mission with that rampage finally being invested.
It's so great. You see your stick and then black screen.
And like you said, it finds absolutely nothing as USA just do such a good job of picking up that point and then playing around the high ground, around the sidelines, that no one gets caught up by the
CPU is dead.
So smart by Team USA overall. Fantastic teamwork for them to avoid False and make him look stupid in that fight. Honestly,
so USA got
from then now into the second map, Moxie. You know, I'm curious if they stick with the same thing because you know, obviously we know there's other maps here, like this one in particular, at in Lighthouse, where the Ashe does well, but they opt to go over towards that Echo.
A lot of mobility, a lot of high ground control, and also anticipation that it's not going to be a JQ, it's going to be a Diva. That beam, it burns through defense matrix, it's not a projectile, it can really quickly if you get too close. D-mech that Diva from her mech, and you can see the poke coming through.
The monkey turned into an Echo. Now Echo's a Tracer.
Be able to pick up the point first.
Noxious, maybe without that Ashe having to duel on the backside can find some work, but it's anti-grenaded and chased down by Hydra.
It froze for me, so there was a monkey on my screen, and then an Echo, and then an Echo turned into a Tracer, and then Tracer turned into a monkey again.
Seeker and False just backing up. Seeker does get delayed. False does trade back to lose, but we'll also lose the mech as USA flip that point back in their favor.
Yeah, Echo is just so strong in this composition. Dive is all about playing off of heroes whose health bar is low enough in Echo, even without the Mercy pocket.
Dive is all about diving.
Chunk those health bars so low that literally a Winston or Tracer sending any puff of damage that way.
Sorry.
And because you don't need the multi damage boost from the Echo, you don't have to sacrifice
submarines usually don't explode. Oh wait, we were talking about that.
Although there is still a long way to go.
Imploding means it will then eventually possibly explode.
Actually, he holds the high ground. Now dove on by the Winston, but it's Seeker to find that early on to Rapal. Nate did come out
imploding is a type of exploit.
So they can come back and deal with them, but Canada off of a fantastic pull from Seeker, reclaim that point before Hydra could even touch.
Why would they have a
Nana versus Kalush was limited to USA as well, even though they're down in this fight. Kalush trying to find some more value, will go inside, building towards that primal rate.
There was a game on Steam that got a bunch of sales.
Submarine game. Jump back towards the point, a full spot from Hydra to try to equalize it, and it does. Sugar Free also copied the Ana as well to continue their push. USA have rotated all the way back.
The sub won't explode on you.
That's a lot of the healing gone for Canada. False can't even die in the point to make sure his Diva Bomb gets maximum value. Hydra actually follows through onto False and Baby Diva form and dies for that kill, but that's totally worth it because now USA have the advantage.
Canada do have that bomb, however, to try and send onto point to find that flip as fast as possible. Because USA are going to be playing
$33
into Maple's rally in this next fight, but with the ultimate advantage, Canada should come out on top. Not just doing everything he can to try and choke those up on one up, but the anti-nade forces the rally out early, and USA can literally just rubber band this fight. They can wait until that rally is gone and pull back to point.
They tried to, but it was such a great disengage from Canada to make sure that Sugar Free was taken out. RuPaul also committed his own rally in that fight too. USA still have that point control. Want to maintain it even though they're down in this fight.
Someone says, you know this can result in you dying, like there's a huge risk, and he's like, where do I sign?
Now they don't have both support ultimates.
Maybe he was suicidal.
Yeah, they don't have the nano boost crucially to send on to Kalush to be able to hypercharge up to that primal and take the fight to the point where primal is at its most dangerous.
When you want to die but you don't want to join the Marine Corps.
Now can literally just
why the Marine Corps?
Making sure that they do not get the opportunity to
why not?
damage, but Seeker goes too aggressive.
There's the Navy and the Air Force too, just the Marine Corps.
I don't know, that's the first thing I just always think of when I think of like our military, the Marines.
Meanwhile, Sugar Free, the target of Canada.
Just think of the Marine Corps dying.
Also on to False, who loses the mech.
Well, I don't know, yeah.
Canada surely.
You ever watch Battle LA? Those are Marines.
But Hydra eventually finds the Baby Diva of False. Maypole also gets staggered as well.
That's going to be so annoying for Captain to deal with. Staggered of your Baby Diva and your Brigida, and now potentially Noxious too. Oh no, here it is. Hydron waits in position doesn't even need to commit the
USA!
USA! Able to, in a pretty dominant style, take the first map between these two teams. And honestly, Dustin, I was not expecting it to be that decisive between these two.
No, at points, you know, Toronto, what the heck?
Fuck a kilometer, fuck kilometers.
You know, at time, Canada did look solid, but, you know, obviously USA overall just had
it's
the
called a
control
mile,
tempo,
bitch.
But it's still an enthralling series regardless. I think that Canada
which is closer,
the
1 mile or 1
maps.
kilometer?
Obviously, you know, I hate to be that guy, but Seeker on Tracer, I don't know if that's the play. See, like, what do you think? Like, it just feels like Seeker on Tracer is the focus of Team USA. They keep hunting him down, and it's been relatively difficult. We'll have to gauge your thoughts with Ash here as we bring back our lovely host.
No, I'm surprised. I'm surprised there's no.
Okay, Team USA, like you said, a very dominant showing here for this first matchup, and I mean they've got a fire lit under them, right, Moxie? You got the fact that people have been down on those Team USA stunts. They need to start off with this strong showing to prove everyone wrong.
I mean, I think they've done that. You look at that performance, you look at that first round of Ruins, Falls didn't get to use Rampage, literally until the very last fight on that map.
Yeah,
because
Burger
of how
King.
well they're able to play that macro, the fact that they're able to take control of that point, and
but
even though some of them should be vulnerable when the Junker King gets close, they always make sure that the point of contact in those engagements is Kaluge, and he has the means of being able to absorb damage, jump back to his Ana, even change that as well into Nano Charge, so that you always have your Ana ultimate up, and have the means of sustaining on that point to absolute eternity.
Team Canada, look at them trying to cope.
I mean, it's just general understanding of those timings, having that synergy coming through overall, and like you said, manipulating the map and their opponents to the best of their ability. And
after this, they're gonna be like all in the hospital.
Team USA did.
It just got freedom.
It is kind of scary for Team Canada. I think going into the second map, again, it's only a best of 3 series, so not a lot of opportunity to make that big comeback happen because you don't have as many maps to work with, Dustin.
No, yeah, it's not exactly a lot to work with, but you know, these teams just want to get that qualification, right? If they could at least get a map.
Yeah, but yeah, they use
because USA, they use or even get the win, obviously. But realistically, both of these teams are quite ahead in terms of at least leading into the tournament than the other teams in their group. So
yeah, but do you get you know a liter of milk or you know a gallon of milk?
So obviously the next
gallon's just 3 liters.
Next map, that'll be the end
of
the series. But
are you
USA look super good with their overall
it is general. But Bluepuss, right? You're not gonna get let me get 3 liters of milk. No, that's cringe. All right, that's your propaganda.
I like their overall ideology. I think the overall meta in Overwatch and their flexibility is really what's gonna give them an edge over Canada at the moment because
yo, I want to save the bag for later.
Kind of
to suffocate myself with.
They're obviously overlapping in terms of hero pool.
Yeah, that's definitely going to make things difficult for sure because you don't have as many options to swap onto another hero.
I never said I want to punch her. I want to die for buying.
But when Anthony says he likes to get railed in the butt by 4 big black men, it's fine.
Overall, as a reminder to everyone at
when
home,
did I say
though,
that?
if you guys are rooting for Team USA or Team Canada, or even both, the World Cup home and away skin bundles are now live. Hurry and get them before they leave the shop on
one
June
stripe is
27th.
white, one
There's
stripe
3
is
bundles,
red.
The EMEC,
All the
APAC,
Star Spangled L.
bundles. You get all home and away skins for all the heroes within those bundles, and they support the teams directly by contributing to the World Cup prize pool. So you guys can shop now at battle.net.com or on the
because
Overwatch shop. Learn more at
we're close to the 4th of July.
But
we gotta win.
Wrap up all of those thoughts and hype everybody up in chat for these 2 teams. Moxie, I gotta know, as far as Team Canada goes, what adjustments do they need to make right here, right now, going into match?
Wait, does they rewrite using synonyms?
Yeah,
you like when you highlight stuff, it said try rewriting that using synonyms. I want to see what it'll give.
Able to really be able to just chase those straggling, disengaging players coming through from
Oh.
Canada's side and make sure that
Ain't no
Canada
way.
will force their backs against the wall,
Sign
throw
in,
in
log in,
ultimates,
dude.
not to be able to cycle through ultimate the column
Why?
in
Do
smart
you not
ways,
want
but
us to
to
see
just try
something?
and save their own skins. A lot of the time with things like
Very
the
hentai
self-destructs.
scripts that he
And
writes.
that meant that they didn't really get to play
Your
off of
pants
each
were
other's
well,
synergy
you
when
silly
the big
goose. You could just
glaring
stop
warning sign
showing
of that
for a
occurred
sec.
was like Dustin pointed out, Seeker
Yeah,
a
we
lot of
should
the time would be
streaming for a
found out
sec.
because there would be no
Yeah, you can
other
do that.
distraction when the Tracer went in for those picks. A lot of the time when Hydron was going in for those picks, he wasn't.
Wait, they're
the
showing
focus
Tracer!
that Canada
Holy
was having
shit.
to turn and deal with. Instead, it was Sugar Free and Kaluge being in their
Not the
faces
tank.
and allowing that Tracer to get so much more room
Yeah,
to
but
breathe.
look at all these. Look at that
Well, we'll see
elimination.
if this map pick coming out from
I
Team
know.
Canada, though, will
Holy
allow
shit.
them to find a bit more of the success on those types of plays that you were just mentioning there, Moxie.
0 healing and
Dustin,
0 MIT. What a shit tracer.
Okay, I know that you hate that I keep throwing you into the prediction spot,
God
but
dang it,
do you
yeah,
think
yeah.
we go 1-1 here?
I think so. I think
going on?
on this next map Canada has the potential
I
to
know.
maybe swap over.
He's trying
Secret
to-
for
Fuck you,
something
signing
maybe
up.
that's
He's
more up
hiding
alley,
his
right? I
account
think Noxious
where he draws
obviously
his- or
may
writes
have
about
that
his
hero
free hentai.
pool where they have to play around it, maybe more
He's
so than
among
Seeker.
artists.
Thinks he has that flexibility.
He's
Obviously,
ChatGPT
Canada
writes
still can
scripts.
decide some things
Got
on
that.
Bonnie. This is a map where you still kind of need that
Hen-
Tracer player.
Hen-
So
Henry,
Hey, write this
yeah.
down,
you
write
kind
this
of
down.
want Seeker
Write this
to
down.
Alright, writing it,
stick
writing it,
with
writing
that
it.
Tracer, however, at least from the outside looking
you get
in,
that?
I
Did
don't
you
know
get
if
that?
I. as
Yeah,
a-
yeah, he's born in
Write this down,
August.
write this down.
Decide that Seeker's
4, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
compared to the
7.
likes of Sugar Free. In
What?
even that time, Hydra, even though he doesn't even hadn't played the Tracer here, it feels like on Dubani, which is the map we're going into, it does feel like USA still has
He
the
lost
edge.
his
So I actually take
phone.
it back, Ash. I actually take it back. We're back. I think it's gonna be a 2-0 for USA here,
fuck is a
honestly, just because of
Oh.
what we've seen so far. Yeah.
I only understand
rolling
freedom
back that
units.
prediction, but we'll see. We'll see how things do end up panning out
What?
here. Again, it is Team USA versus Canada. Right now, USA up 1-0.
Furries come
Dustin,
from?
Moxie, take it away.
Thank you, Ash. And yeah, I kind of.
Is the United States the only thing that, like, you know, like they have, like, their country abbreviated?
You know what I mean? But
Yeah, it just sounds better.
Do you agree with me? Not on a map like New Bonnie.
United Kingdom.
I'm
UK.
just a little bit concerned because we
Yeah, but it
were
doesn't
sure
sound better,
Canada
though.
did get tempo rushed over. with
Which sounds
the
better?
echo,
UK,
and
UK, or
Mumbai is
USA?
very much centered. Point A especially
Just put that three
around about
syllables.
that echo play, the fact that you can go
3
around
whole
close,
syllables
you can
versus
avoid
what?
a lot of that
United
pressure
Kingdom?
coming through from the
Say
defense set up on
squad.
high ground ready. Try and push down to either pressure the high ground and force the defense
Perfect.
off it, allowing your
Go
rest of
another
the
one.
team to be able to
You know
move
what?
themselves
You know
in
what?
the
That was-
problem, or you can just go straight for the point itself and look at that point percentage.
I-
But Canada, definitely one of their favorite maps. When I
Yeah.
talked to Cal, he did say that Nambani was one of the aces up the team sleeves. So they've got something.
I don't think it
But
likes them.
USA, on the other hand, probably
Yeah.
going to know that something is afoot, that they're going to be running into this ash. They just have to decide how they're going to deal with it.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, I guess it's slightly different. Canada. Okay, there we go. They're heating. They're listening to the advice, Moxie. Look, Noxious on the Tracer, Seeker on the Ash. Meanwhile, USA lock in a very similar composition.
Like
to that before,
Junkrat.
except they have Aspire in the game now on Tracer and Sugar Free.
I thought they
on the
had 4
Echo.
people for a
Yeah,
second.
that's what we talked about. The Echo, no mercy first. However,
I
they
thought
have
it was the
Favorite
break.
Echo being a hard enough target to hit, but also having the ability to be able to poke pressure in both of the stickies and the primaries to put Canada out of holding as close as they are.
they're going Tracer.
Reinhardt more room to breathe, but good dynamite from Seeker to full Sugar
Let
Free.
me in.
And, you know, Lenny ain't no, you know what? You know, he's in
Well, I mean,
great echo
the USA
without
played
a
to
mercy
win,
pocket, unlike
even though Ramacho is really
but
good because
doesn't
people
need
are
that
playing
pocket,
them.
has the rest of his team above the high ground. We'll see how fast, you know, he decides to back out of there. Obviously playing a bit more reserve than you would see other
Play him anyway.
Echo players. Meanwhile, Aspire goes aggressive, forces Canada
Usually
off the
never
high ground. That's
backtrack.
already fantastic for USA, who surely will take advantage of it. Knocks his hand for recall. Still going for that duel.
Yeah, you
Very
can.
aggressive on the
That's
high
why I
ground.
always play
Eventually
Reinhardt.
have to give it up as Team USA has control, but still not a lot of damage comes to Clue. Goes incredible.
Guys are throwing, they're not battle mercy.
Boost back up to the high ground, but gets chased down by Noxious and the rest of Team Canada. Meanwhile, Seeker was straight. No tank player, so they commit the nano boost on Seeker, who was aggressive.
Does this get
with
nano
the on
boosted?
backline. Crimzo removed, tries to find the Brigitte and does. With that quick melee and the rest of Canada now.
It was, it's really hard to tell because it's really pixely, so it kind of just looked like.
Yeah, USA with like
Yeah, the second they stop moving, it goes back to normal.
Around
Yeah.
that corner even further. So they're anticipating that Canada are going
Well,
to
no,
be
no, 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 I'm not blaming, but like
at
it just
that
like
point,
like
and
I think they got
wait
nanoed.
for
I
that
heard the
move
sound, but
until
like
two
there's like a
blocks to be
bit
able
of
to
blue
disengage,
pixel, and
Sugar
then just
gets
went
the
back
nano.
to
and rain absolute death from above, and Canada just have no means of being able to stop it. Crimson goes down in an absolute blink of the eye. Doesn't have the ability to be able to build up the nano center onto force and keep the point stalled, and we head into Streets phase. As once again, Canada have that high ground control, but USA...
Yeah, what the hell? They're denying our freedom.
America.
They're trying to take our jobs.
Ready to go, goes towards the angle. Meanwhile, Canada built up pretty much every ultimate in the game. Ultraviolet also building that nano, but oh my god!
They're trying to steal our $2,000.
Fire with a quick snipe from Kaluge as well. Sugar-free and Kaluge.
What the fuck's a Louis?
And USA look like they're not slowing down anytime soon.
So
we never slow down, Chief.
However, is that it is point safe for the defense, right? Point A, if you can full hold, brilliant. A lot of it is going to come off of just early picks from your DPS. Streets phase is all about momentum and tempo. We've seen that USA.
Yes, kill the name. It's bad for you.
It's literally about building resources to be able to stop the build at any time in point C. So
I swear that was a TV show back in my day.
Spire with the pulse bomb available looks to lurk.
I refuse to pay the currency that's called Looney Tunes.
Why am I watching the Looney Tunes on a
fucking
piece of metal?
Has found Cal on the re-engage. False also loses mech. Ops to not use the deep bomb. They're just going for a quick team fight. Loss because
I don't know anything about not America.
And maybe find some hold here.
Yeah, but that's where it becomes
America. Woo!
I only know about the red. I only know red. I don't know what these other non-American countries are.
What the fuck's Korean? I don't know that color. Yeah. All I know is red, white, and blue.
The only other one I know is Mexico. There's one thing I don't like about Mexico. They're stealing our jobs.
Fire. Meanwhile, on the inside, USA waits and lingers for their dive.
I'm a racist at heart.
Take down Doug's channel.
That mini, but the shield blocks up Crimzo's name, and he's anti-grenaded from Ultraviolet, so they commit the nano boost now on the Kaluge to continue this fight, even though they're still even. Sugar-free went down earlier, so Kaluge now has to find a kill with the Primal in the nano, but he's not able to. He's now
Wait, you're actually live?
But unfortunately, Secret can't live over. That's just one kill with the Primal nano.
I didn't even realize.
Well, because you go hey anyways.
Wait, I should go live. What the hell?
Alright, that's when you should be. That's the right time.
Wait.
8 p.m.
I'll tell you what, when it's upcoming, I'll be here.
The witching hours.
They potentially could disengage Sugar-free with the coffee.
They need the bomb. That's what they need at the moment. They can at least send it.
I do stuff at 8 p.m.
When USA just push past
I knit.
You're gonna spank your bank and we all know it. Just shut up.
Who's he gonna go for? There it is, zombie!
Man, we're
This is my
game. Go back to the
They're so close, they can't dodge it. And USA was just the
No, that's my knitting time. I knit.
What the fuck? Knit while watching something. Like what?
3 minutes and 10
No,
seconds. It's
I read a book while I'm
who is staying on the Ana because he knows it isn't possible. Even swapping
Two things that take hands at the same time. One takes 2 hands.
Seconds for Team USA.
I have 3 hands.
Oh Canada, they got.
I don't know where the third hand came
my
from.
doggies.
What? You want born with 3 hands?
I've never seen
Wow, oh my
a
god.
more smart
That season was so
duplicate
good.
onto an enemy support. I've seen
I know, I love the season of Asper.
I've seen enemies copy Lucios to be able to signbar when they're down in numbers.
I'm not listening. They were Symmetra for like a second.
Was devastating. That anti-nade.
It was devastating. It really antied them really hard.
Canada's C defense. It all hinges on we have faster respawns. If we die, we're going to be able to stagger ourselves. We'll have the Bob. We'll have the Nano Boost. We'll be able to stall for a full regroup. They go down in one fell swing because of that nade.
I mean, is it fair to say that Canada's looking a bit shell-shocked at points, right? Lenny with that dunk, like you said on the copy, to really just, oh my god, just destroy Canada at the very end.
You know, they're probably like some one comic book that mentioned.
Canada just every single time they started being played from behind, they were never able to find that moment.
Oh no, I was thinking of
mentally
I was thinking of
USA, they identified that one.
But look at that sleep dart though. Amen.
Left the ground.
Push hard. That's all we can say.
That is play the game right there.
They got rolled.
Nambani is historically defensively favored.
because of Widow.
Yes, yeah.
Which
exactly.
feels really
Nimbani
weird
is
to
historically
say,
a map.
Literally just full push with 3 minutes and 5 seconds.
No
on the
way.
time. But Canada, they've got the dive. False on
trying
the
to be,
Diva
like,
is absolutely
the
no
most
stranger to being able to
non-controversial
clutch
person
things
ever.
out for his team. If they're able to overwhelm USA
You can't
and
say
push
that,
for
though.
Wow,
games
Tracer's a
incredibly
player.
quickly, they can set up some momentum. They can have the same turnaround
Look
that
at that-
USA had
look
when
at
they
that
were able
ape.
to break A.
No, you can't say that word. You can't say that word.
What do you mean?
You can't say that word.
Look at that great ape. That's what he is.
Yeah, it's King Kong.
Rico playing to get
What's a
those
great ape?
opening shots and falls is there.
Look at
No,
that
I think-
animal.
I
sounds
think it's more
worse.
offensive the call,
He's
the
not a
call like an
monkey,
ape
he's
a
a
monkey.
scientist.
I think it's more
That Kiriko is
offensive to
doing
call
work. Those
like
kunais do so
also
much
an owl,
damage,
I'm
but
talking
more
about an ape
importantly,
when
if you get
it's an
jumped on
actual
by
ape,
either
isn't it?
Sugar Free or
He's a
Kaloosh, you have the
scientist.
ability to be able to survive.
He's a
with
scientist
the
ape.
Suzu and the Swift Step.
he's a
Canada are
great
just
ape.
prioritizing support, staying alive,
That-
not getting
that goes-
overbig,
that goes
they
nuts
can't
over
find
peanut
the
butter.
enormous momentum that they had the previous round.
USA now regroups towards this point. Aggressive play onto Cal and Noxus to the back line.
Look at, but that summer of dash pass though.
That's a stereotype.
Tapping out this point. Canada is Noxus trying to take
God damn, that thing's so fucking
He might
pixely.
have that mechanical edge and
I'm trying to make out what that, what the fuck.
No, he clicked on the edge.
Free takes out Noxus.
No.
Cal, though, does trade back Aspire, but it might be too little too late.
He's
They
like,
don't
yeah,
have
don't-
any
Damn it.
distance here in Team USA. Well, they do nano boost re-engage. Canada does onto false and the pulse bomb
What are you ordering?
committed. No sleep dart.
Let me
Hit
peep that
for
order.
Crimzo.
Put it on
Canada
screen right now.
Also, Canada really wants to win.
I think our little Canadian buddy is gonna join us back, maybe.
Lost the next there,
Poutine?
and they're not able to find these kills just yet. USA are still strong.
Yeah,
still
imagine
healthy.
losing.
On the point they commit Kalush's primal rage. Noxus though, what a pulse bomb onto the enemy tracer.
What the fuck is a black screen?
To finally capture on this point, though RuPaul does trade it back. Kalush is still alive and held to falls eventually will chase down RuPaul. Eventually Kalush comes back to the point, but he's taken out by a sleep dart from Crimzo. And although it was messy, Canada will finally take point A.
Canada were just too spooked by that chance of having to entirely reapproach the point anew and lose players on the.
You know, there's even better. There's a little white line at the top.
But it guarantees them that point and
Yeah.
allows themselves to have more time to push into streets,
Pretty sure.
take away some of this high ramp punch
Well,
coming through from USA.
Oh, it's a little bar. It's a little
With that
bar.
bob as well to be able to heal from the aggression that comes through.
Bro's getting mad
And
at the bar.
finally, they can start pushing into streets and see a little bit more of Nambani.
Secret earns that bomb ready to go in the main side. Now boost also from Crimzo coming up. USA just have
No, it's not a progress made. That
coming up on their
there's like a URL bar without the URL.
That backline over the top. Kalush gets naded on the front of that cart as well, so he has to back up to the rest of
Yeah,
his team.
you won't see it.
A lot of cart space given
Only the
out to
cool
Seeker,
kids get to see
who's
it.
pushing that payload with the rest of his team. They've got that nano engage. Canada wants it, but they're just taking this free cart space, ready to disengage USA's dive, which is surely coming in just a moment. There it is. Kalush goes deep.
But who's really schizophrenic? The guy who's seeing the non-existent gameplay, or
now,
the guys?
Seeker as well.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, that's really great. That's so
Screen
huge.
goes crazy.
Has continued USA's dominance in the kill department. Cal is trying to equalize it, but he
can
cannot
almost
stop
imagine
time
the
like he called it
gameplay.
earlier. That's a 3K.
Yeah, like I bet they blinked in and chucked it, and maybe recalled.
Tuesday. I'm gonna make this into a drink.
It's the classic. You go for the
Wait a minute.
ad. You go
Who's
for another
pushing
squishy.
payload?
The Kiriko can swift step.
Every time this Tracer dies, I drink.
Every time there's a black screen, drink.
And in doing so,
Deal.
Canada groups up. They try and
Oh,
get
fuck.
them
1, 2, 3, 4,
I will say again with that momentum.
5 drinks. 5. I'm not doing shots. I'm not doing 6. Going that way.
You have to regroup back to his team, but all that does is just.
Alright, just tell me to drink the fucking 5th, bro. Like what?
Ultimate economies is Canada just trying to push this payload and get any more time, any distance.
I say what?
Amazing. So well, I kind of like how like the others kind of just gave up. Like, well, I'm dead.
I'm drinking water.
Across the map, ultraviolet connected. 2 meters and 69, or 2.69 meters left to go. Diva bomb from
No.
Falls committed to try to zone.
They did.
So
They
got
murdered
that
her.
payload with the Kitsune rush, but unfortunately, not enough follow-up damage is
It's
there.
probably like one of the biggest nerfs you can do.
That payload,
Germany
USA
couldn't
will stop
recover.
getting another Canada push.
Payload pretty close to that line, however, so if Seeker builds the bob, they might be able to send it on to cart and at least buy themselves that second checkpoint, but the problem is that they are going to have to fully
that Tracer's
re-approach
punching.
that objective.
Punching the
Problem
air.
is, you know, these Canadians are too nice, and they're just like.
Oh, do you think
trying
they're
to
saying
hide.
sorry nonstop? Like, when they get a kill, like, sorry.
It's like getting to aggress. She's having to just mark Sugar Free's location.
Every time they die, they apologize to the team. Which I'm actually convinced probably happens. Isabel, every time she plays Valorant and dies, she's like, I'm sorry.
And Ultraviolet Falls did trade back a Spire, but not enough healing is available at the moment for Canada, and not enough manpower actually as they regroup yet again towards this.
Yeah, having Cowgirl and
the Spire's gonna have one pretty soon as well.
the monkey.
Has been found out. Good sleep onto Kalush, however, but they're not able to translate it into a kill. With Sugar Free still not allowing Noxus pass.
Whoa, whoa,
They did go for the mini though, so Sugar Free
minute.
does have to come back. Oh my god! The pulse bomb sticky, but Sugar Free had that recall still available to go.
Because she can is like men in the 1920s.
I mean, this backline of Ultraviolet
What are you talking about?
truly been amazing. The sleep darts consistently from Ultraviolet are there, and they want to continue the
woman in the
pressure. They're running it onto Canada at the moment, who are desperately trying to live. False trying to back up. RuPaul, who is pretty much all the
my
way
goodness.
in Canada's spawn. Crimzo tries to
baited out the sleep dart and then ran away.
Seconds left to go for
No, I see the diva, but where's the other?
Making sure that Canada doesn't get the ability to be able to use this pop to back capture Sugar Free.
Yeah, I thought there was 2 tanks.
Overwatch 1 looking for an in into that back line.
So much in the Overwatch 1 league.
Yeah, they go
It's worth in the run.
Yeah, wait, hold up. That should be a thing. There should just be a game client for Overwatch 1 for like.
No, they'd get us real quick. Let's be real.
Well, that's like provided by fucking. It'd be provided. They're not gonna make their own.
I have a feeling they'd do the same thing like they did with
That's a 3K in the overtime picks down USA.
Do you see that post bomb?
USA look good in that.
Stocks very much on the rise for Team USA.
You
that
said Canada was gonna win?
fight is just an absolute
Why?
highlight reel. The tragedy is that everyone has to go into the
It would have
bot,
been a lot.
and Crimzo, the one person who could maybe keep them healed up in the face of it, is being gate
Why is
kept
the
by
dude staring into my soul?
He loves you.
Dustin, stop! Please, Dustin.
And they're just forced to
One of his
follow
eyes is going in a
directly
different
into that
direction.
mine.
Yeah.
There's just so much
That's
damage
fucked
coming
up,
through
man.
from Team USA.
Which means he's like looking far out and not like at like the camera.
USA looked absolutely
Where's cameras at
unstoppable.
that angle?
Oh, they did. I mean, it was a 2-0 for
Well,
them.
well, no, I learned that. I
So
learned
no,
like
when it's like that, Anthony, it usually means they have their
monitor.
monitor at one angle and the camera's at an angle because they're looking at their monitor,
That was my
but they're
team.
also like
That was my
staring
team.
at the
I'm
point where it's like looks like they're a
Canadian.
little bit crossing.
This
but they're
stings a
not.
little bit
Who's
right
this
now,
other person
but
that keeps on like
overall
coming in?
USA, and it's
Yeah.
just a beautiful showing from them.
She
It's
voice act- she voice acts
undeniable, the
act.
synergy
No
that
way.
they've had. I think
The
that
Ash from
also just
fucking
looking at this
Valorant.
roster, you have duos together who play on
Ash from
Prime
Valorant,
Alliance together,
Jinx.
on Inquisitor Titans
only-
together,
That was not
and
even
also
close to
have
a
that
Jinx,
level
what?
of synergy that Team Canada unfortunately just didn't have. While they have star-studded players
Listed
there,
that doesn't have an
Moxie,
Ash.
they're all
Doesn't have a
picked off
character
from
named
different
Ash.
star-studded teams.
Yeah,
Is
I
it-
was going to
it's
say,
a Ash
it's a
from
little bit hard
Minecraft?
Because one of those
Minecraft
players
Ash?
who was just coming in with those struggle picks and just continuing to push you was Sugar Free, who some of those players that have literally played alongside on the
Minecraft
same
would have
team,
Ash, they have,
and
like, a
that
skin
goes
for
both
everything.
ways. When you're playing
So you
against
could have
someone who you
named
know
Rainbow.
play
You
with on
could have
a team,
named
you know exactly how you operate.
Apex.
Unfortunately,
Apex,
for support players,
Overwatch.
they know how you position.
I was trying to think of anything
That's
but
what you
Fortnite.
take full advantage of, because every single time we
Oh
saw
my god,
him,
names.
Noxious wasn't
Fortnite.
getting too
Yeah,
aggressive
the
that
characters got
back
names.
line. He was having to
The
make sure
skins
that
do.
Is it
Sugar
Ash?
didn't get past, and when that one obstacle fell, it was hunting season for Crimso's
Is there
house.
Ash Ketchum?
Pokemon.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. And then when you
Yeah,
flip it over
Pokemon.
towards the Team USA side as well, the
Listen, when are they gonna put Ash Ketchum in Fortnite?
and UV being the break and the Ana, it's
A
really
new
nice that
event.
RuPaul allows that additional appeal playing towards that back line as
Doesn't
well
he have massive
alongside
Pikachu?
UV to just enable him with those sleeps that you kept calling out
It's,
there.
it's gonna look just as cursed as like when they did the
Yeah,
fucking Rick and
I
Morty
think that, like,
crossover.
Yeah, Ultraviolet played really well. RuPaul is, I mean, just everybody in USA.
Simple, they just do fat
Question
Pikachu.
For USA
Fat,
coming into
long
this, you know,
It's
if
lanky,
if
lanky
backline's
Pikachu.
gonna play with
He built like
RuPaul in the
LeBron
lineup
James, but he's
instead of,
actually
you know,
Pikachu.
having
Or
the likes of
Pikachu on
Ruby.
stilts.
And obviously, I think they.
Alright, what are they, doing the
they've
Rick and Morty
been able
crossover?
to, you know, have RuPaul play incredibly aggressive.
Morty
with
in
this
a
front
fucking
line, have
robot.
coordinated dives.
He's
And
short.
you know, I think it's good for a team. They played well,
Well,
especially
well,
for a
anyway,
team like
that-
Canada, which both
And that's how then you
I
know,
mean, I'm
or
really
just
curious to see what happens
it's
in the
Pikachu
later
and
stages of
Ash's
this World
soldier.
Cup when USA has to go against
Soldier?
some of the elite talents
Shoulder.
that have those incredibly flexible hero pools.
Rick and Morty's the worst.
And when it comes down to the side of Team Canada, just to flip it back over there, Moxie, I
Technically, all
gotta know
cartoons are animes.
overall what
Anime is
way
more
Overwatch
typically a
World Cup
Japanese
compared to,
cartoon.
I guess what we were anticipating seeing from them.
They're still American
Again,
animes.
like they weren't like lacking mechanically. A lot of the time, it was just they got overwhelmed on all angles, and this is something that actually USA did a very good job of. They had so much coverage. Like,
what if in a world
the
it was the truth?
incredibly coordinated.
In a world,
All of those players were going after one place specifically. It felt like all of those players.
Man, if only they had a Cassidy
at the exact same time, because they had just such a good
that's too
monopoly of those spaces, and every single time we saw.
Well, I don't know. They had a Cassidy on the
having to win points entirely, even if they were down players, they would overcommit into fights just to be able
How many
to
gifts or subs?
any bit of respite to be able to hold on to that ground, because the second that they had to start taking steps backwards, that opened the floodgates for USA to just
like 3 of them there.
forward from all of those different approaches and sweep through the team.
I pretty much just add on to you, Moxie. I just think that, like, you know, it's easy to scapegoat.
Yeah, we got fucking dry deserts for that shit.
I think that
fucking
obviously,
weirdos.
I'm not gonna ruin
not
it.
having a good Tracer player is a big deal. Like, it feels like both of these players, both Seeker and Noxious, are incredibly talented Ash players, right? Both super good. But Mox, you said
you know what? I'm not gonna say it, guys. I'm not gonna say it.
Noxious or Seeker, didn't matter
Really?
who it was.
You can burn snow.
It might just
You
be
can burn it, but
that
you can't catch
Canada's
it on
lacking
fire.
in that
You
Tracer
need
department.
Yeah, but like
Or some sort of
you
alcohol.
can't
to go
burn
on
it
it.
though.
Could be.
If you're actually gonna catch snow on fire, you need alcohol to be
Team
put in the snow.
MVP here for the
I'm
side
proud to
of
be an
Team
American,
USA.
or at least
Absolutely massive.
am
I think
free,
what would be
and I
interesting
won't
is
forget
I wish we did have the sleep
That's
dart
all.
statistic coming up. Curious to see how many of those actually hit the landing with the amount of impact that it had on this matchup. But Moxie, I guess, of course, GG's Team USA, that 2-0. But for Team Canada, you talked about it on Ilios, about how USA were really good at just controlling that tempo. How do you think Team Canada could move forward going on towards the remainder of the Overwatch World Cup to kind of take that back into their own power?
So it's actually something that Dustin brought up, having that lack of hit scan. A lot of the time when we were seeing the previous matchups, when you have something like a Hanzo, who technically isn't a hit scan, he is projectile, but still having that zoning potential of just burst damage DPS. Ash can be pretty decent at being able to
He's helping out the Americans.
But a lot of the time we were seeing that when a Dynamite was exhausted, everyone from USA would just unsigned Coach guns on cooldown, Dynamite's on cooldown, we are a go and would just press forward, as opposed to something like the Hanzo or the Cassidy.
But we can suppress freedom, I can tell you that.
Hey, my brother.
Immediately just grab
That's part of the American way right there, suppression.
A little bit wrong, and it meant that USA never really had anything slowing them down. They were always able to exhaust the cooldowns and then come in when they were at full strength and their opponent was vulnerable.
What if that is his version of
Well, we'll see how Team Canada is going to be able to adapt as the
You
Overwatch World Cup.
You see, we're reading a chat without
but we will have an
hearing
interview
anything.
coming up from
So something was probably said, and we're just like reading it out of
a bit of a
context.
surprise for you guys, but we are just going to say a little bit of a goodbye right now, and we will be right back on the other side of this quick break.
Zero stream.
Play that comp.
You can actually see that a
Why
lot
are they
with
just
Spain
staring?
right now. They're running that Sombra Tracer comp and they're just destroying.
Yeah.
Just over and over.
The coordination is nuts for it.
Yep.
I think that's what Anthony would do. Was,
Oh man.
What?
You know,
he just
Are they
stared.
a lot of people were looking forward to this game,
They're an idol.
and I thought it was actually really good. It was
Idol
not as
animation.
close on paper, it's like because people were spamming like, oh, like they don't have that many kills or whatever. But some of those
confirmed
fights
it,
were
she
actually turned
confirmed
by like the craziest big brain plays, like
Conspiracy
Sugar
theory, she
Free's
actually confirmed she's
clone or
an
the copy on the
entity.
Ana.
Oh, yeah, that's
The
not-
double
With the-
animated, dude. That was was that planned or is it just kind of like, you know, in the moment?
No, that's a
say,
plan.
can
Incinerate,
you see?
Echo on a flank.
Wait,
Just
that's
Ah,
copies
the
the Ana,
dogs.
just nades the Ana from the sky. You can't
Call
really
it.
that
block
was
it.
their tank.
That's evil.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a good dive plan. We do that a lot.
Yeah, we
You
couldn't.
know-
I
you
couldn't
know-
tell
you
if
know
it was planned
understanding
out, but
that?
It was sick. Like it
No,
was.
you
just
called it every
realized
time.
that
You said
that
I'm not
was
copying
there.
Ana
You should've.
and blank. Did it every time.
Well, I mean, we pretty much watched this sugar-free run around the map and one-clip people for the last about 3 minutes.
He's actually so insane.
Oh, so good. Hero pool too.
Is he
Yeah,
is
I
he
mean-
17 now or?
He's 18, I think.
Oh, he is. Oh shit.
But I mean, he would have been dominating a long time ago too.
Oh yeah.
If he was
I'm
of
just framing
age.
a joke.
Probably so many people don't even know about that. He's been playing like contenders since he was what, like 13 or 14.
Crazy for a long time.
Yeah. I feel old. Shit.
Yeah, I'm the oldest player in the league almost, man. So
wait, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, you're fine. Void's got 2 years on you.
Got me some G
Oh yeah.
I can't relate.
I get told I'm
And
old
if you
all the
guys
time,
want
man.
G Fuel, use code
Oh,
confused.
no.
I have TikTok
Only
as well,
Overwatch,
so I
bro.
can't really relate.
10% off.
Yeah.
You go to Counter Strike and you'll be like a
Use code
baby
confused for 0%
terms of age.
off your
Yeah,
next
they're all like
purchase.
40 over there, man.
Woo!
Anyways,
True.
as
Oh man,
gamers
23 is
Canadian?
God, that hurts.
Well, in esports age.
gamers
Yeah,
are
not wrong.
voting
Not wrong.
Canadian.
Oh man, did you guys stream your
Real
POVs?
Americans.
Oh yeah, I did.
Where can people go watch your POV?
Real Americans
Store.
snort.
Someone stole my name, so.
I saw the
Then
tweet.
J-Chat.
Yeah,
Bro, okay,
J-Chat.
that was in my screenshot, by the way. I do not watch J3.
We drink Mountain
alright?
Dew, eat
What
four
do you mean? You tell me you
Doritos.
don't have like
Dude.
800,000 channel points?
It's an alt account, alright.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
showed my main account on stream and I had 0, but.
Ah, okay. Fair. You think that person might give it to you? Have you thought about messaging them?
Nah, I feel like they wouldn't. I don't even bother. The underscore gives me character, man. I'll take it.
Alright, I feel you. I have to say something. It's been a long time.
He's gonna say something.
I have to apologize to you, Mateball.
Oh.
For removing you off my friends list like 3 years ago when you spam messaged
what?
me one time.
I know, it wasn't because I spam messaged you. I was on Zarya in your game, and I would not swap. That was like totally warranted. I just really wanted to play Zarya, and like...
Wait, actually, was that what it was? Dude, I must forget.
I was like refusing to swap off Zarya.
Well, now we have...
I was kind of tearing it up though, so I don't really know what the problem was.
I was probably in a bad mood that day.
All good.
You know what? Now we have more friend slots, so you know what? A spot. I got a spot again, so I'll be sure.
Go.
Do you have anything last thing you want to ask him on?
What the fuck?
I'm just
That's
chilling.
so
I'll let you have your
unwarranted.
Zarya conversation here. I'm just chilling.
What?
Mateball, do you stream?
Woman.
My PC
What?
can't like stream at the same time. Like I can barely run the game, so
That's how
I usually just stream the matches
What are you
after.
fucking talking about?
Fine.
Women.
Where can people go for that?
Anywhere.
On my Twitch.
referring
I don't know
to
if anyone
that.
else is gonna do it in our stream, but
Obviously.
on our team, but maybe they will.
When you
How-
block them
Wait,
for spam
what's your Twitch
messaging?
though?
Oh, I had to like plug it. It's
Yeah.
my name. It's just my name. It's Magic People.
Magic Mateball. All right.
Sausage
Yeah, well, I mean,
modem.
honestly, a lot of people kind of probably want to see like comms and stuff. I know Super Streams kind of went crazy when they got to hear that kind of stuff. So you know, having that higher level opinion and hearing all this shit is always really exciting for people. So, you know where to go. Go check them out and go see. Because these guys are way better than we are. We're fucking washed up as
Super's
shit.
gonna be playing soon, by the way. As soon as it's Ryan
Look at
Cobb,
this dude
he's playing.
thinking we would use Google as
You think
Americans.
there's gonna be a Ryan comp?
Oh, those, I mean, you can
Proper
play
GX,
Rush on some
baby.
maps, so you'll probably be playing it.
Oh,
I'm
Do
gonna
you think
be
the Ram
fine,
Rush is
right?
better?
Maybe, but if you play the Ryan with the
Oh.
sim, it's pretty good against the Ram
gold
shit.
cat
that's
keys,
good,
nuts.
buddy.
Good to know. I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
that
and
in mind.
Hydron's got a
That's
really good
good.
sim too. So.
Yeah, he does.
Wait, someone responded.
He's getting a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You know,
whole team's talented.
this man is just the out of pocket. You just call Cassidy.
Anyways, though, we won't keep you too long. But if you want to join us to watch the last couple, you're more than welcome to. But if you guys want to go hang with your teammates and do whatever else, you're more than welcome to.
I'm just stream with my real team.
Your
We're not
real team?
No, the other team.
Whoa! Wait, what other team is that? Is that like
just
no?
like-
If you
Contenders
play
team, yeah.
Super
Wait, what
Ryan,
contenders team
Ryan
you
is
on?
better.
On Trick Room for
Hey, you didn't see
Play
the-
them.
They took
Oh,
down
yeah?
Popper, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Tank
I forgot
mittens.
about.
That
Okay,
was that
listen.
team.
I remembered it. I didn't remember what the name was. I just remember it was like, what was it? Is that the team also with Infected? Do you guys have Infected
Yeah,
too?
yeah.
Yeah.
You be a little baby Smurf.
Yeah, you guys
What
fucking
meatball
made
is-
shock.
Oh my God.
Only reason why I even know it is because Mateball's a memer and just is always memeing all that stuff after.
Nah, they're towing the fake
That's
true.
fantasy.
It's funny.
You know what?
though.
You're probably
Someone's
they,
got-
they probably are just saying
100%.
random shit.
Mateball, the memes in games too. It's great.
Except when I'm on
You
Zarya.
think?
No, that's like crazy.
I don't know. When I see what meatball in
Now I
Trick
kind of feel
Room,
bad. I always thought it was because of spam, but that might have been someone else. Wait, so who did I'm not gonna think. Who did I remove for spamming me one time? Now I feel bad.
I guess
I
we'll
don't know.
never
I think I might have been borderline throwing, just not swapping that day. It was really bad. I don't do it anymore though. I'm a change player.
That's okay. I just throw every game at this point. I wouldn't mind.
I hope he just types out woman.
Anyways, though, yeah, I guess you guys are welcome to chill. Otherwise, we won't keep you.
Alright,
at the end of the
cool.
America.
Have a good
All
rest
right.
of me.
See y'all later.
That's
Thanks for
the end of
joining
the
us.
America.
Good luck.
Fuck.
Welcome back, everybody.
I-
We've got Ultraviolet
That was
from
cool.
USA
Problem.
joining
But
us.
it's gonna
I'm
be a
gonna
players.
disappear now.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely really good.
I think.
What?
Okay, let's go. And I know that this was one of the most anticipated matches for day one of the Overwatch World Cup here for Americas. Did you feel like there was any additional pressure on the shoulders of Team USA for
It's
that?
Mexico's time.
Yeah, I think because we have a lot of Toronto players and we didn't do very good in the regular season. A lot of people have had their expectations lowered.
Hold on.
Vienna, Mexico way.
I'm like really happy with how the team has been playing, and I'm like happy with the people we're playing with, and I think we're all really good.
Please stop.
I think RuPaul especially.
Puerto Rico,
really
puñeta, who the hell said that?
Like super flexible. So yeah, that's
The first one doesn't even.
That's awesome. Well, it's always good to hear, and plus you guys like
Taquito.
Wait, is Puerto Rico
in
next?
this matchup as well. So
I think it's Costa Rica or.
Proves them wrong in that
something.
kind of sense.
Is
But
it?
I
Wait,
know,
what?
I don't want to
Pretty
delve
sure
into
Puerto
this
Rico,
too much,
Mexico.
but I know that there were those last
Alright,
minute
before
adjustments
I go,
coming out for the
supposed to-
Team USA roster. And how did
No.
you
No, it's the United States, silly.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Then
Oh, Puerto Rico's
we
next.
had our first
I
sprint
want to
yesterday,
watch Puerto Rico.
and
So much
we're on
Spanish.
the right heroes and like all
Alright,
these comps.
but, I'm gonna disappear though.
But it didn't matter in the end.
But
Okay,
I will talk to people
well,
later.
I just want to say as well, like overall,
Okay,
is it kind of
okay.
weird, I
Damn.
guess, playing up against Team Canada,
Kilometer
considering that you
Oh.
are part
That's
of the
what I'm
Toronto
saying.
Fine team?
Not the kilometer lover.
No, not really. I mean, I'm just from America, so I
Speaking of lips
consider
in the
myself
bag, or
on
what
Team
the fuck's
USA.
that?
I've always wanted to play for
I'm
Team
eating
USA, so it's
string cheese.
really nice to be here.
Dude.
Oh, that's sweet. That's awesome.
Crappy.
And I was wondering, could you give us a little bit of
Yeah.
insight on like what are the
Anyway.
general
That's only
vibes
yours.
like for this team in the comms, for the calling and whatnot? Are you guys more so kind of clear, calm,
went all the way
collected,
there?
or
Tiffany
do
gets
things get
string cheese?
pretty
No.
darn
Yeah.
chaotic?
Yeah.
I think things can get pretty chaotic because we're all like
was
from
a
a
fast
bunch of
fight.
different outlaw teams, so we all have different
Hmm.
structures.
You burned
And so
all
like we
the
haven't had much
stuff.
time to like figure out a structure
Yeah.
that like our team wants to adopt. So it's been a lot of like
Because
conflicting
I'm
like
way too
styles,
lazy.
but I
Yeah.
think we've been adapting to it pretty well.
I don't
Yeah, kind of
think
just going for
doing
the flow. It
this
definitely
early makes
seems
it
like
lazy,
it's working
though.
out really well and whatnot.
Yeah, that's just
But as far as it goes, what your team really did
Preventative
well, I
measures
think
of
that stood out to everyone, was just
Yeah.
your ability to generally
figured.
control that tempo.
You're good at
And
forgetting.
Team Canada, they definitely struggled to respond to that. Would you be able to maybe like walk me through a little bit how that kind of panned out for your team?
Did
Maybe
you
the
forget?
weaknesses that
I
you
don't remember.
I think we just have like a really good understanding of the meta. We're playing the same stuff that like you saw in the mid-season madness.
That's a
Yeah.
pretty cool
So I
hard
think
drive.
that like we're all really comfortable.
Wait, what
in this
team
meta.
is
We know like what to do in these certain
Puerto
types of things.
Rico's?
They threw like a
What do you
couple
mean
weird
racist?
comps like
What
with
do
Diva and stuff.
Puerto
but-
Rico's that
Who's
team,
on Puerto
obviously.
Rico?
Yeah, I think we're just like all like really smart players and
Yeah.
we're able to adapt.
No, that's sick. And okay, I've got to ask because I know that for Moxie at the very least, this was like, I mean, not just for Moxie, but for me as well. One of the standout
never
plays, at
mind.
least on
Those are like
Ilios
bottom
there
rung.
was, or no, sorry, not on Ilios. The earlier part of Nimbani was the sugar-free echo copying into
don't really
the
look Puerto Rican.
Ana into the anti-nade. What was everyone's
Damn,
kind of
that better.
reaction, I guess, when that play did come through?
It's worse.
I think I don't remember the specific fight, but I think we
What?
called that before
Do
as
you
like a
look
plan.
Puerto Rican?
So
Oh, really?
I mean,
okay,
yeah.
that's sick.
yeah.
That is really, really cool.
I don't know exactly how it went down because I'm just like in the backline of RuPaul fighting for my life, but I'm sure that went good.
No, I mean, you and RuPaul make a good duo back there too, especially when he's on that break, able to peel for you as well. And your sleeps were just going crazy today overall. But before we do go, I also want to give you the floor to give that
Why are
opportunity to
these
say
like the
any like
worst
thank
like
yous or
mugshot
shoutouts,
looking photos of
to
them?
anyone who
They
might be
do
watching.
like big shots. Damn, that dude's doing the fucking
Thanks
Spider-Man.
to my family, friends, and all the fans and supporters. Appreciate it and keep cheering us on.
Sweet. Well, thank you so much, Ultraviolet, for taking the time to do this interview and whatnot. Really appreciate it. But
Thank you.
we are going to do a quick break as well before we head into these next matches. So we're going to say goodbye to Ultraviolet. Wish you luck and GG's into your next matches. And we will be back on the other side of this quick break with Costa Rica versus Mexico.
What's the score?
There was one one team. And I think it was Mexico. I think it was Sopa, but I don't remember.
Damn. No one person without a photo.
I said, did she get banned or something? Like, where's she going?
That's not.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's on. Yazan earlier, Yazan was like absolutely just shitting on everyone. Stop.
Why would you shit on someone? That's gross.
Bro, I can't wait for like
Germany.
Not a single photo.
No, the committee has photos though. They're German.
If they're gonna make USA go against Puerto Rico, what the hell? Oh.
Wait, you said, did you, oh, Mexico and Puerto Rico?
Yep.
Where's, I need to see. Right there. 7 p.m. tomorrow.
Wow.
Wait, Sunday.
Oh.
7 p.m. Sunday. Gotta get my five tier skips. What does that say?
Who is that player? Oh my god. For the blind, it's the light. For the hungry, it's the bread. For the sick, it's the cure. For the lonely, it's the company. For the sad, it's the joy. For the prisoner, it's the freedom. For the poor, it's the treasure.
That says bread.
Yeah.
I'm smart.
Good shit, Dylan.
Don't worry, guys. I got it. I'm a
You got it.
Why did he say libtard? Oh wait.
No, that's freedom. Oh my god.
Anyway.
Someone said put a condom on him. He's coming. What the fuck? Ain't no way.
Is that this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that because of guess word.
Yeah.
I thought you meant it because it said almost condom.
That is what that word is.
What?
The condom. Condom.
What is this?
Put on.
I knew that one.
What's the beanie?
What does this mean?
Yes,
come What's that mean?
What song is this?
I don't know what that means.
Oh,
Eventually he'll get it. He'll get it eventually.
I can't reply anyways.
It's followers only.
I hate
You don't
this.
follow
I read
Overwatch.
that one. That
Welcome
one's
back, everybody,
America
for
or South
the
Korea?
remainder of America's Group A. I'm your host.
Who is she? Who is that guy?
Why is he staring at me?
He looks like AI.
Oh my lord, I am so excited to be here.
Oh my lord.
I saw the first Overwatch World Cup back in
whatever his name was,
2018. This has
Dennis?
been a dream
Who the fuck his
for
name
so many
was?
years now, and it's just an honor to be here. Plus, I get to cast Latin American teams, which just makes it even better because the spice level is up. The socials have been crazy going between these teams. They've been kind of calling each other out. Definitely looking for the fireworks to start.
I'm doxing that guy.
Absolutely love to hear the banter going off on those socials. And Gompers, I gotta get your feelings as well. Welcome to the desk here for the Overwatch World Cup.
Thank you so much. Honestly,
No,
kind
you
of
don't.
what Billy said, I'm excited as well. We're coming into
Yeah, I think you
the
will,
more
Dylan.
Latin region.
Make sure you get one of them fucking jalapeno
to be able to
things.
sit here
No.
and kind of watch these
I'm fucking
teams
putting
and
a jalapeno
represent
on a
that
food.
origin of pretty much my own nature, I guess you can say, is exciting in itself.
Absolutely love to hear the vibe.
Get some of that tahini.
I like that the American Common Stops announced
for the
this.
Overwatch World Cup. And as you all know, we've got Costa Rica versus Mexico coming up
Billy,
into this best of 3 series.
Billy,
Billy, I gotta get your thoughts on these teams.
I mean, look, let's be completely honest with
Old
each other.
dude
here.
looking flash, he
The
looks so happy, I
third
love
spot
it.
is what's up for grabs here between Canada and the United States. They
What are
should
these
go
character choices?
1 and 2
Billy
though,
lover,
based
Billy
upon
hater.
L'équipe
What's wrong
Canada.
with
I mean,
Kenji Hog
they kind of pooped the
and
bed there.
Sam
If I gotta be completely honest, they got smoked by Team USA, so kind of a little bit up in the air for me.
Yeah, they got smoked
Mexico
by us.
on paper looks great.
Amen, brother.
Looking at how they got here, looking through the trials
Mexico
process
got
and everything like that,
smoked.
I think they're very
That
sturdy,
says
especially
Mexico.
led by Nomi, formerly of Shock
was
and
an
excellent,
Montreal
buddy.
Rebellion, the academy team
fair
back
enough.
in the day. So I think that they've got on paper, they've got the structure, they've got the
My
players.
Anyways, I'm
looking
gonna
for,
go get some
Castle,
tortillas.
really for me to lead the
Tortilla.
charge.
I'm gonna hang
And then
myself.
Momo had played on back in
Momo.
2020 with Dark Mode NA with pedals. So I think that you've
Don't
got
forget
a
the
lot of building
chamoy.
blocks here for Mexico.
Chamoy?
And then, I think that the only other real challenge
Who put the Sombra emotes? No.
from Puerto Rico, and that'll be in our second.
From Puerto
our last
Rico.
series
What
of
is
the
it
night.
like?
But for Costa Rica, I mean, these players have been playing with each other since 2021. They've done a lot of Zotac Cup together. We're looking at Baru.
Dude,
He's
that
actually a
is sick.
professional chef like I am. So, I mean, I found that out talking to their social media manager today. Also a professional chef and also loves Overwatch. What a great combination. Baru is actually my favorite new person right now. But you know what? Also participated back in the 2016 Overwatch World Cup. So we have some pedigree. We've got
Oh my
some-
god, I thought that
some
said
senior
I'm gonna
leadership
touch
there,
myself to
in
Mexico.
the position for coming from Baru. Four of these members are
The
getting a
first
chance
few words
to,
says I'm
go to
gonna
college.
touch,
They're
but then
actually,
it says
auditioning or
with
trying
the full
out,
sentence it
for
says
Briarcliff University
he's
to go
gonna have to
into the
support
collegiate
Mexico.
scene coming up in the fall semester. So good luck to them already. So the synergy's built in.
What?
The framework is there as well. So Costa Rica might be able to really bring out something special here up against this Mexican squad.
Yeah, wow. Okay,
everyone
really
was
great
rolling
information
out
there,
ours so
Billy,
much.
especially just knowing that synergy is there available here for this Costa Rican squad. And then on top of that, that's also a weight on their shoulders,
Yeah,
though,
how do you
knowing
say
that they
that?
are looking to make that push.
How do you
in
say
the
that word?
Costa Rica.
Hopefully,
What?
Baru will be able
Why
to
do
kind
you
of
say
Mex.
that one?
keep that
Where'd the other
mental
letters
high
go?
and whatnot with his veteranship. But now looking over as we introduce the Mexican squad here for
That
the
one just says
Overwatch
fuck
World
him
Cup.
up.
Gompers, why don't you tell me a little bit about him?
Honestly, for Mexico, this is a team that has been playing together for quite some time. You can say Paulette actually having a relationship, not like a romantic relationship, more so like a duo relationship with Angel Volado. So this team in particular, right, is a team that honestly kind of has that same synergy leading into
Did
what
she
Puerto
just say
Rico has.
Mexico?
So when you're looking at these two teams and you're looking at
That's
what
what it
exactly
says.
they
It
have
says
to offer, you
Mex.
can see that, yeah, there is kind of like that
Eco.
correspondence there. A big thing is of course, what exactly can this team accomplish? I think Angel Volado, actually watching him play, he played against actually this team in a tournament not so long ago, and they had some of that rivalry there on that.
I'm so smart. I can get rid of that.
I think he's gonna fit into this team very, very well.
Nice. Okay, we got a little bit of head-to-head rivalry action going, but speaking of the action, we've already got our map select up here, right? Lijiang Tower going to be the first one slotting in for map number 1. Chef Billy, what are your thoughts on this map?
Lijiang Tower.
Three different areas of aggression here. I mean, Gardens is more of a dive to control the point and let the aggression come to you. Night Market, look, Symmetra rules there, but also Far Mercy combo or
I've never seen a support character get this
the
much.
Echo Mercy combo, the flying duel up there.
Wait,
I mean, controlling these guys there,
right in front of a vice.
Take away
what did it say?
a little bit of
It was the one that had the
you know what we see
pole?
from
No.
Nelson, especially earlier
No,
today
it was
in
the pole with the
EMEC.
drooling
You
face.
got a Pharah or an Echo player that can take over a
think
map.
that was-
I mean, both Gardens and Night
PD8.
Market are going to lean
Oh, true.
heavily into your favor. Now, when we look at Control Center,
Mexico,
if you are a brawl
easy.
team, if you are a rush team, that is your bread and butter, and you should win out pretty dramatically. Reinhardt can be viable. However, I think Orisa, the
What
Diva,
the fuck?
and the
N.
It's not N, it's Enya.
It's an Enya. You see a little squiggly up top.
We'll see. We'll see how
It
it goes.
says N with the hairdo. What
It
you
won't
mean,
take
boy?
that much longer because I'm gonna actually send you, Chef Billy and Gompers, off into the server and onto Lijiang
They're
Tower.
gonna get banned right here. First time
All
chatting.
right. Thank you
Bang.
so much, Chef Billy. I know you were ready. You said you were ready. I'm ready as
Oh
well.
my God.
Heading
You
into
get
this game,
banned
I can
instantly.
hear that chuckle. I know we are ready for this. I'm
Oh.
expecting
1 month?
pharmacy. I'm actually hoping that we get to see that
Damn.
here.
What
It's
the
very, very strong.
Unfollow
for
right
the
now.
amount of,
Unfollow right now.
obstacles that we're going to be able to see here on Lijiang Tower. It's
Fuck
control,
you,
the game
away.
of
You know what's
control.
funny?
What
I
better way
was
to do that? But it does seem like we're actually going to see some of that hack
following them
Doomfist here
for
coming
like
along.
the
I mean,
entirety
Hackfist,
of the
can work.
contenders.
And I haven't
like,
seen
stuff
this
that they did.
here in the upper echelons of competition for quite some time. Saw a little bit of it in
Why is there so
Australian
many-
contenders where they were trying to do something a little bit different. But I think Angel
It's
Volado
like
here
the
on
people
Symmetra to
spamming
get yourself to the
the
point
American
first
flag.
and set up
Is it
those
really?
turrets here on Night Market. I
Yeah.
think this is where we
You guys
really
are
do
that,
get
like-
to take a look. And I mean, Gardens, you know, you
I
can do
don't
the
think
same
I
thing
know
here on
Mexico
Gardens. You can
plays.
set up the turrets
Enya.
and get aggression going. And
Is y'all really that proud of your
right
Enya?
now.
Notice
You're
both
able
of
to
them are
dive in,
fucking
you're able to
running
bubble,
Lucio
you're able to,
Moira.
extend a fight
Yep.
with the Winston. So this is
Look
what
at
we're
this
looking at. What's coming in
Spanish
from Costa Rica?
Yeah, the reds are already getting big as well.
I
You
love
can see they're
how- I
looking
love how
for
there's
some of
always
that control leading
something
around
that's
it. Not
absolutely
able
weird,
to find
like-
it though when it comes to Mexico. Still though, actually pushed
Mexico.
back instead.
Mexico?
You can see actually the composition there with the
Bro,
maid
just say
bringing up
Mexico.
that wall
You're
without
white.
now being able to allow that to
She's not
isolate
white.
these players one by one. Yeah,
Oh.
Mexico on a good start.
I mean,
Mexico.
Demo Vita from Hodelo there on the May, putting a great wall
He
up
is.
there.
He just said
and, well, that's
Hodelo.
gonna be a quick reset
No,
here.
that is a
Team
bad
Mexico looks like
word.
they're change up their composition. Yep, they're going away from the dive. Even though Tobilux is 65% EMP, so I think
Dale.
they're staying with the Somber here. Really try to
Hodelo
control
means
Web
fuck
2,
'em up.
or maybe Hodelo on the May.
Wait, no,
maybe
that's his
by
name.
by the ice block, and then
Yeah.
from there. EMP is going to be big for this next fight.
I think he has to say it.
Oh, and it's good as well. You can see the Rolanda switch actually making some of these numbers
my God.
count now.
Or a
Still
Machi
though,
comp.
making some damage work. It's not going to happen quick enough.
That might be a
With
Puerto Rican
now this
slang
close
term,
range
though.
damage actually coming along as well. You can see it's making that pinch that they really need to make, but unfortunately so. You see the May, you see the slows coming down. Now
name.
Tobilux with a very nice
Yeah.
shot leading on to Winter there. They lose that damage. And it's going to be a beautiful play coming down from Mexico. They gain that control
Wow,
back.
go
It's just the
Mexico.
Ramonda left
Spamming the
Mafaru.
Somber.
Of course, no healing left to
'Cause
really
he's
help
Mexican.
themselves. Yeah, they're going to be taken down in a second.
I mean, what a great EMP from
What?
Tobilux. And I mean, 33%, so a third of the way to the next one. And now they're going to press forward and try to deny space taking.
Anyway.
They're also going to get some scouting
Yeah,
done.
I'm so
And
fucking
Hodelo right
Mexican,
now
I'd
with
spam
the
Somber.
blizzard coming up and a beat behind it. They should be able to initiate it. If they rotate through White Room, though,
Oh,
I think that
shit,
they're going to be
I
met
forgot to
with
get
a
food.
very,
Ooh,
very
Bart.
strong
Oh my
hammer
God, go get
coming
food.
from the twin support ultimates
Did
from
you order
Momo and
food?
Soba.
No, I forgot.
Oh, they're waiting. You can see what Angel Volado wants to do. He wants to go across the
got
back
a
line
little late
still.
now.
now utilizing his ultimate to try to get themselves up closer, and they're playing a very, very dirty game when you're looking at Mexico. But they're also losing that point. The contest still there. Ramatra.
Damn. What's Ramatra doing?
He's performing
something here. Really working out for Mexico.
No way, it wasn't Vamos quesadillas.
For Costa Rica. So,
Vamos quesadillas.
I mean, they do hold on to the sound barrier. That's the big kicker for them, and they've got Annihilation. So Annihilation.
People are just cursing in Spanish, but the moderators don't know what they're saying.
The kicker here, though, is going to be the death blossom coming out of Winter. Winter needs to be
sneaky.
He's got to avoid the discerning eye of Tribalux here on the Sombra.
Pack still actually coming through right now.
Who the fuck said "Donde está la leche"? What? Why?
Making a knockoff here, coming through from Castle, but it's not enough. It's difficult to try to range that in. Tons and tons of players now pushing out the ultimate here. Winter gets one shot off the tank, and now
so orange.
A beautiful play coming through. That's when you know that synergy from Costa Rica really is going to lead them on.
I mean,
No way. This is referring back to the beginning when it was America versus Canada.
The ult tracking is absolutely real right now. Comfort, they just had. I mean, they knew that Winter had it. I mean, the limit to only one kill. That is fantastic from them. Now you've got the EMP into this next fight. Nothing to back it up.
Why does he go in the icicle and then right out? He should have healed.
Everything works out for a reason.
Even then, the low health.
This team is just unstoppable. The
well, I think
just
the thought was
resilience coming through,
go out
and
of it,
obviously you see the ultimate again might be possible for Intravolado.
No, what the fuck was the point of that?
Natural taco chimichanga. Okay, someone ban him.
Hellfire shotguns. The big thing is that RedTube is going to get a coalescence in this fight. It should be the fight.
They are
I know that one. So that's where I'm.
They're like, all right, that's fucked up, but everyone else that's fucking cussing and shit.
It's fine.
He said nacho taco chimichanga.
Blossom still now
oh shit, Mexico won.
Of course, it is enough to keep themselves intact here for
surprised?
Mexico. That was big, right there. Honestly, the Ramatra coming through and being able to play that alongside the Reaper and
quesadillas always have cheese.
I
no way. No way.
I didn't think it would.
They can't tell what it says.
I mean, we call it the zombie combat.
Great liberation of arms. What?
You know, running with the Reaper and then Sombra. You go to hack in and you steal their life away with the Reaper.
They can get away with
kind
more.
Of running a variation of that here with the Ramatra going in, especially with the Nemesis form being able to block or at least absorb the damage coming in. It almost makes it a free Death Blossom in there for Angel Balado. So
I know all of those
they
got
played
deleted
it
because they
perfectly,
said
and
the
the
word
fact that
fuck.
once again, Chobilux was so smart with the manual hacks. Immediately hacks WebTube out. You can't build the coalescence, and they actually get the kill on the end of it.
PS4.
He said he's the father of everything PS4.
Now, I like the Symmetra switch. I think this is going to be something that really does
Symmetra Reinhardt.
as we switch over to a different map.
Man, maybe I do like Hispanic people.
Numbers are starting to count for something. The shield, though, coming through from the Ramatra, again, going to be a very, very big cause as to why this team's not luckily enough.
I don't like my own
people.
people.
Castle, figuring out a way
Pure-blooded
to make themselves work out even better. The main
that
not working out so
1/4 rule
well, though,
don't
as
apply
that
no
shield
more.
is kind of disrupting that momentum, but I'm hoping that this brawl type of composition is going to work out better as they continue alongside. You see the wall
You're
come up
starting to
front,
sound like my
covering
girlfriend when she's talking
They're
about,
still trying to make
when she's
their way
half
in.
white. She's
Castle's
like,
not even
I
hitting
fucking
the
hate
shots
white
as it goes
people.
by
Oh
far,
my
but you're able to see the Mora
I'm like,
start to pull
amen,
those
brother.
shots, and the damage is the cohesion here for this team Mexico now, making themselves go
Well,
on
she's
that
Mexican
side.
and white.
I
She's
mean,
50-50.
just sheer aggression. They pushed in on the Sopa's.
And she goes, I
So
fucking
where
hate
is she
white
right
people.
now? She should be supporting the.
She's sleeping. She stayed up
She
till
sleep
5.
during this
She stayed
time.
up till 5 a.m. and then didn't go to sleep. And she had an appointment at I think noon her time,
Damn.
which is noon your guys' time.
Man,
Just noon, not noon my time.
I don't think either of us would have thought about noon your time.
Still allowing Chobilux to
I
utilize
have
their
my
own
cat.
util as well.
Oh.
Push themselves on. You see the way that it works out. It
Oh.
actually transfers
Take a bite.
ownership here to
He
Costa
needed
Rica now.
food.
The
Who
point
knows
again
if
is
Mexico
being
wins?
shifted
I'm
because
going
I feel
for
right now
a
that we should maybe
drink.
use Ramacha's ultimate here. Try to push out that annihilation.
I bet you
once
someone
more
says,
for Castle,
"Oh
and it
yeah,
is
I
going to
love
happen right now,
Corona."
pushing themselves
They
up
get
forward
banned.
Why
even
would they
more.
say that?
And again, playing
The
with the team,
bear.
lots of players sitting around that back line. You see that DPS doing their job.
I mean, they really did kite
What
well
does the highlighted
from the
message
initial
say?
flop of the point.
He's going for a beer if they
And
win.
then, Costa Rica tries to push back in on tempo, and they just get.
What if they don't win? He's just gonna be sad.
Yep.
Why don't you go for a beer either way? You gotta cope with the sadness.
No, he's going for a beer if they win. He's going for a case
right now.
if they
You're
lose.
not chunking down castles enough. You're not
Single
going after
beer.
Toby Lux, and making them force.
I'm surprised no one has started
That's
laughing,
the other
like
reason
just
why you
typing
run
out
this
the
Reaper.
laughing.
It's because you can chunk yourself down. You have such.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the TP, great, amazing, if anything. And
Holy
that
shit.
Blossom was
He
the winner
pressed
of that for
Q.
Costa Rica. If they can keep this
Dude,
together,
did you
it was
see that
Winter
Q?
that held this team down.
I mean, Winter.
Apunta
we got the
también.
value that we
Aim
needed, out of
right.
It was because they invested the sound barrier
Aim
into
well.
the Death Blossom,
Okay.
so sturdy. I mean, almost unkillable at that point. But Mexico do have some initiation to come in with. If they get aggressive with this coalescence, I think that they have the opportunity to turn around. I have Alado onto the Hanzo.
This is
Assault.
what I mentioned that-
Damn.
Damn.
That one-shot potential, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, trying to spam something down there, maybe some damage if anything. They know a headshot is a one tap. So maybe
Who
that's
rated
lead right
the
now.
play over?
With 31 people, thanks for the raid.
What the? Could you imagine if one of them says that? Hey, thanks for the raid.
Not working out so well. But with the Hanzo coming along down the sidelines, Lotto with a nice shot. Yeah, it's working out perfectly for this team. The Hanzo switch here, making some good numbers work.
14,035.
I mean, great game awareness. You know that you need to be able to poke a little bit better. You know, the one-shot potential, of course, can turn a team fight. And I mean, I have a lot right now is showing us that not only can they play the flex, they can also play the sniper. And that's going to be
You're banned.
in
You're banned.
the back of Costa Rica's mind as they start to push through the rest of the series.
Oh
that
my
was
god,
you,
that's
Joker
the
Jack. That's
out of
you,
me.
bro.
Someone typed that one.
Oh, even now they've pushed themselves down into a hole right now, kind of just funneling up
Jack, they're
inside
talking
of
about
this
you.
building. Luckily enough,
They know you're here.
playing on that
They feel your
a
presence.
bit more time to keep themselves together.
Did they use
90%
Life
left
Weaver?
now, they're
I'm
just
so
pushing that
sorry,
spawn
but
side.
no.
It's gonna be super difficult to come back from this. You can bet
Someone
that Costa Rica
someone
right now
asked if
are in
they've
a
used
very
Life
bad
Weaver.
position.
I mean, 2% touch. Nope, nobody's even going to be able to touch here. So I mean, they waited way too long to get themselves back to fighting form. And I think for me right now, Gomper,
Damn,
is
that
the
is
fact that
Fat foot. I'm just
Whoa!
That's
was more
You
adaptive,
cannot say
when we
that.
saw compositions come out. They saw that something wasn't going to work. They immediately swap over. They immediately go for
he was like a
counters.
fucking little
And
tiny
we were
fucking
seeing a
bean
little
when I got him. Now
more
he's like a
rigidity coming out from Costa Rica. So I think for Costa Rica right now, they need to change. They need to change. So
I don't know what it is.
Aye,
It's
aye,
like
aye.
not real.
Aye, aye.
We're gonna bring her
I think
back
it's
in as
the
well, so
the
she can
camera
question
glare
us
that's
inside
fucking him up.
questions and interrogated. So
That and the camera glare.
Whoa, we're
What the
kicking off
What the
real
fuck?
intense here, Gompers. I mean, I barely have two
He's on
personal
coke.
left.
He's on coke.
It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Okay,
Like
you get a
cocaína.
fresh look coming into this broadcast, but you're already putting a lot of pressure.
Donde
He's got his
está
eyes
cocaína?
wide open.
You're almost making me want to pop quiz you, but I don't think that would be fun for either.
But he's on the
To be
coke.
honest. But what a showing coming out
He's
from
from
That's what I'm
Costa
saying.
Rica.
I hear ya.
I mean, it's really, I think, interesting to see because for this Mexican team, you've got players that, sure, have been around, but aren't super well known. And this is a great opportunity for them, Chef Billy, to actually be at the forefront, to be players, to be scouted,
Chef
like you were even
Billy.
talking about.
Yeah, I mean, and Paulette is the first one that brings to mind. Just like Gumper said, I actually had a chance to see them a couple weekends ago.
I don't like how he
with the
stares into my
Triumphs
soul.
Creator Cup, playing for Team Ruben Sargasm, and also in Calling All Heroes. I got a chance to cast them in Calling All Heroes as well. So, I mean, this is a support player that definitely needs to be on a lot of tier 2.
Why did someone just type out Puerto Rico? Buddy, not yet.
I mean, they showed it time and time again here.
Cat, get
So
out
I
of
mean,
here.
we'll see.
No!
Come in here for the next map.
Throw it.
They're-
Alinity that
they're,
shit right now.
they can bring
Not
their wares to
Alinity.
bear here,
She
on
got
the second
banned
half, but,
again.
I know. I don't even remember what. I think it was because she was
they just
twerking
had
on
a
stream.
better
Yeah, she
understanding
twerked
of
on
their
somebody's
win
stream,
conditions.
not
They
even
were
her
able to
own.
swap their compositions
It wasn't
out,
even like an actual
on the
twerk either.
fly. And
The Puerto
they
Ricos
just
are
really took
entering. The
advantage of
Puerto
the
Ricans,
rigidity
not the
of
Puerto
Costa Rica. I think that
Puerto
Costa Rica
Ricos.
need to be able to do the same thing. They
Puerto
have to be able
Ricos.
to swap,
Plural Puerto
and
Rico.
counter what is being thrown at them. So, I
Damn.
mean, it's a chess game.
You're
The-
done.
Overwatch is more of a chess
You're
game.
done.
I can
Block
still
ban.
get down.
Until
20
Lotto
more
on the
minutes.
Reaper just got it done. This
They gotta get
DPS
ready.
player should also be on people's radars because
Hold
the
on.
swap between a Reaper and a Hanzo is not that easy because you've got the spray of the Hellfire shotguns and then the precision of the Storm Bow and just a masterclass. just a
Coaching
masterclass.
diff.
It's a totally different style, right?
Master
Of play when it
blast.
comes down to those damage picks overall. And golfers, you know, Chef Billy keeps touting about how Costa Rica
Have
was
any of these
struggling
games
to
been a
make
fair
those
fight?
No.
adaptations coming through,
No.
especially with those team compositions overall. Do you think this team maybe has what it takes to implement that going into this second match?
I mean,
Because it's just
they've
the
had
best of three at the end of
close
the day.
games.
I think there
Like,
is a
where
possibility
it'll be
there. I did feel like we
each,
got
like,
to
map
see
will
a
be,
little bit of a change in
like,
play style
close.
coming through from them,
Like,
but not
they'll pretty
necessarily,
one-sided.
you know,
They'll be,
again,
like,
not those
2
common
to 1.
position switches
Like,
that really would
each
have pushed them that
map will
extra
be, like,
mile
2 to
further.
1.
And again,
But
change isn't necessarily the
I
best
think there's been like
feeling
2
for a lot of
games
people,
out
but I
of
do think,
all of them that
especially
have
in
actually had
Puerto
this
Rico, they
series
have
go 2-1.
obviously, you know,
Oh.
pushed themselves
'Cause
up
it's
to this point to be able
best
to
of
make
3,
it down inside of this qualifier stage. So I do believe that they can do it. But right now, Mexico looking very solid with Tobalux, with you're looking at Angel Volado, right? These
Platinum
players in
Challenger
particular
again?
were the ones that really push this team further.
I'm gonna be really interested to see how Mexico also
if
like
Anthony
faces
was
up
here, he'd
against
be
teams
laughing
like
his
Team
ass off
USA,
saying that.
Team Canada as the group stage just continue on within the round robin. As everyone
Oh
gets
my
that chance
god,
to
it's
play
so
against each
funny
other,
they're
right?
platinum
But, Billy,
challenging.
I wanted you to talk a little bit about
12,000
the impact that
mitigated as
Castle did
Ramatra?
have on this Ramatra pick because
That's not bad.
he was just so
pretty
strong
good.
at control.
97 healing.
Well, I think there
5
was
more
I
damage
think
done
that,
than
you know,
mitigated.
while we do have Ramad
I remember,
on
brother.
the screen, I think that Momo and
He was
Silva
holding
really
that
saw
block
why,
button.
Healing.
That
He was
Castle was
holding
able
that
to get
block
so
button.
much done. The support
How did
was
he heal?
absolutely impeccable. The rotation.
He must have been on a different
going
tank.
into the Ramatra, and then the proper use of Nemesis
yeah, that
Swarm,
makes sense.
knowing when they were
They had a
going
hog.
in for.
No.
Let's say that
No.
that blossom that we saw on Hevelado
Mexico.
That monkey?
inside a White Room. They put up
I
the
think
Monkey
it's
heals?
just his- I think it's
any
just his
kind of
Nemesis
damage
form.
coming into the Reaper. The Reaper just stands
Nemesis
behind
doesn't heal.
the Nemesis block,
If he's
and
if he's
they
low
just
enough,
have
yeah,
a
it does.
free blossom. That is the micro
Because if he
that you need to be seeing
he
to push
pops
propel yourself
Nemesis,
forward. So the complete understanding of how they
then
want to
goes
run
below
this quote
his
unquote zombie
damage
comp
when
right
he
now.
goes
They
Someone in the
out of
chat
a
Nemesis.
perfect cross section of why they worked so well.
played
The
hog and
supports were
healed?
perfect. They were perfect.
Question
in it.
mark?
No, someone said he
Ooh,
heals with his
okay,
ult just very
speaking of
slightly.
Perfect. It's going to be
I didn't
adaptations
think
that have to
so.
come through going into map
I
number
don't think
2
so either.
for Costa
Apparently.
Rica. Best of 3 series means that
I
if
feel
this
like
is
I don't
either
think we
do
should
or
take
die,
the word
Mexico could sweep it away
Probably
here
not.
on Gibraltar.
I feel
one
like the
person.
Costa Rica could
Ramatra
also take the
man would
120
know
off
that,
this.
right? Ramatra
If
man.
there's any point where
Who's
you
a
really
Ramatra
do need
man?
to have those adaptations come through, it has to be on
You?
Gibraltar,
Not you.
right? Like there is no excuse here.
Dylan, are
if
you a
something isn't
Ramatra
working,
man?
again, their switches
Maybe
are
the
going to
one
be made. So I feel
clearing
like
their
we are going to see
throat?
Costa Rica be put in a very uncomfortable
Anthony.
position here and actually have
Yeah.
to switch things up. Unless things happen to go well,
Yo,
but Mexico
yeah,
on
right.
control,
Anthony, hug.
I mean, we're looking already solid.
All I know is that it
Well, we're
gives
not going to
more
have to wait
health.
too much longer to
upload
see if
this.
Costa
Yeah, I
Rica
know it
can
gives you,
make those
like, fucking-
adaptations come through. But if you're a Mexico fan, of course, you're cheering them on to close it out in it 2-0. So I'm going to let you guys handle it and send you guys over
Oh my
towards
God,
Gibraltar and
Gibraltar.
see how this series does pan out.
All right, heading down to it. Now coming into a completely different game mode. Honestly, this is one of my favorite maps. I don't know about you, Billy. How are you feeling about Gibraltar?
I mean, with the new map changes, okay, so I've been playing it here for about a week and a half since Season 5 dropped. I love the changes here, first of all. It doesn't make it so snowbally. And you have more chances to recontest as a defender. And as an attacker, you can get out of your spawn a lot easier too. So I think that the geometry of the maps here that have been changed down have absolutely gone in
Yeah,
favor
I'm saying
of the
that. You
player.
can get out of
And the
your
player
spawn a lot.
experience is
All
so
I
much
thought of
better
it
now.
either I think it was
Now,
yesterday.
looking at Costa Rica,
We're
they're going to
playing
come out
on
on the
this, and
attack
there's just
here.
a monkey on the
We'll
top
see if
and
they actually
rest of the
stay
team
with
on
this composition because it can work, and I'll get into that in a minute. But
You remember
Mexico
that
right
dude?
now, they're
No.
looking at high ground control. They're looking to pounce
you
on a target and take care of it.
I'm
And we're
getting
looking at
onion
Pele,
rings.
mi amor. I mean, had a great
Good
rig
job, dude.
during the Timeless Creators Cup. Especially on the Brigitte. So, and the
Onion
Ana
rings
is
or
not too
fries? Which
bad
one's
either.
better?
You might see a swap there
I don't know.
between maps,
Depends.
but I mean,
Mozzarella
we'll look for
sticks are
Castle
superior.
to pounce upon the back line of Costa Rica and take them down.
Yeah, and actually for both teams, looking at the same support idea, but a
Right,
very
Jack?
different DPS composition here. You're looking at the soldier with the
You smell
Genji,
like mozzarella
tons and
sticks?
tons of
I can
damage that could actually go
Dairy.
through in a lot of long range shots. So
Marcos?
they're really looking to just
No.
break down the composition position here right now. Winter again
racist
playing that solo
to
touch.
Italian
But the
people.
ring stick is what's really going to make this count for Mexico. I think this is perfect with the composition they've made up with obviously the Huns and the Tracer coming through the but I mean, again, it's something we're definitely going to have to see already make it so that pressure comes down, but the heals are immaculate.
Okay, Momo, I see you came over, with the sleeve from long range. But seriously, Costa Rica's composition right now should be able to take space.
Yo, what the fuck is that notification?
Has only a very flimsy shield. And yes, you do have the Tesla cannon that puts out constant pressure.
On the right.
Who
started streaming?
Is actually getting it done now on the Tracer. And this
Who are you following?
Oh my lord, Mexico, what did you have for dinner, my friends?
Who's it?
Honestly, they had a nice platter or something because they've been playing pretty good leading into this whole entire tournament. I don't even know how to feel right now. And we come into this and we're like, you know what? These players know that all they're heading for is to at least get themselves out.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, that one.
The future is threatened.
I don't know why I did that. That was stupid.
America, woo! Army.
Let's brag. Oh.
Tabbed out.
Let's brag.
Got a drink.
Oh. I tabbed out?
He's signing up for the Marines now.
No.
Hold on, I gotta stay focused.
It's spicy, dare I say, and I love it. I mean, they're not taking any sass from this Costa Rican team right now. They are taking space.
I'm about to have a heart attack.
Honorable Tracer duel between Chubby Lux and Winter. I mean,
half my body's numb. I got pigeon needles in half my body.
Looking for a target. Now the Dragon Strike available to Angel Balado here. I mean, we're just at the car wash. We're under 2 minutes, Gompers. This is starting to look very dire already.
Oh, and now it's even harder to try to get away from this, just needing Modelo to take his Genji and really push it out into the crowd. A nice play and a nice back off as well. Castle now having to push themselves back, wait for the healer so that they can reinforce themselves.
I accidentally bought
the Dragon Blade, the Nano Blade just gets all the work done, but now you've got that on the table and you're going to have the rally coming in, so you're going to be very sturdy. Big nade coming in from Benchik, though. This is actually where they need to go in. What?
Oh, okay. Not easy enough. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. The Pulse Bomb kind of just ended up hopes and dreams we did. What's the point of having
accidentally
if you're just gonna go down like
that? I hit that button. Where's the backup button?
Again, waiting for something big. They are pushing back, which is pretty much Castled, I would say, is doing an immaculate job of playing that tag because the pressure that we've seen so far, Costa Rica only making those advancements because of Modelo. So I mean, they're going to need that ultimate to come back quicker, or else they're not going to make it any further. Baru already very close to coming back down. Luckily enough, we did, and Benji going unscathed.
I mean, what we're looking at, Conference, here is that you're looking at the you're looking for the blade to get ready, and the Primal Rage will buy you some time. But Castle has Primal Rage. They're going to be able to reset, but they're. Good lord, what a move there from Angel Balado. They get it done. It takes the Primal off the board. So 10 seconds. They're going to have to pump the Primal just to get back to point.
Oh, but we're looking at the percentage here coming through from Angel Balado. Talking about Primal, let's talk about the Death Blossom, because he's waiting right now down in the depths, waiting for the Winston, but it doesn't matter. Round one being complete. It's Mexico taking on this first round.
I mean, just the fact that Baru was never able to capitalize and relinquish control.
Why are they wanting Lifeweavers?
The high ground off of Castle. That just shot him in the rear end. There was no chance for them to get beyond that, and there was only one hero play that you could cut out. I mean, with the amount of sustain that Mexico had there on the defense, they had all the sight lines covered. I mean, this was a beautiful blade and dash through to get it built up. I mean, they got the work done with that, but still, I mean, so much work done, and Angel, actually gets the work done there and takes them out at the end of the blade. That would have been the point captured. So I mean, this last second little flick there saves point A, and now for Mexico, they've got 4 minutes to basically get to the end of point A, and they will take the 2-0 sweep here. So I mean, it's all on Costa Rica right now. They don't want to go down 0-1. I mean, you've got 3 people transferring out of Group A. That's the good thing. The bad thing is that you've got Puerto Rico and you've got Mexico in front of you. So I mean, right now, Mexico, they're looking very, very clean.
I think it's gonna be hard to really bypass. Oh, the Life Weaver actually coming out. This is something that I wasn't actually expecting to come through at all. Yeah, I just got trolled. It's not coming out at all. I was correct. I was correct. But it's okay, because Costa Rica, they're playing with the Torchor. And the reason why I like this is because there is a lot of long-range holds here. You see the Ashe, you see the Torchor, kind of relying on that turret, honestly.
Why you guys said that at the same time?
Of course, I mean, gonna have to play a very far distance game here. Still, though, D.Va barely making any damage to cover through, and the Winston now finally making their way up. Castle going to back themselves off a bit too close.
I mean, the reason why you play the D.Va here is the damage mitigation and the ability to go from high to low. The reason why you're playing the Torbjorn here is because of the Tracer. Because Cho'Gath's got so much work done. The turret has auto aim, so you're going to get vision as well out of it. And I mean, that's going to have to be.
Wait, Mexico's going to win so easily.
Angel Volado is to take down the turret, locate it, and then take it out. That way, Cho'Gath has a lot of room to maneuver.
It's pretty hard, honestly. It looks like Angel Volado is kind of a sniper right now, if anything. The moment that you peek, you're going to be able to get some damage knocked up on you. Although down below, you can see tons of players right now still trying to keep intact. The Winston fighting the low ground, and Angel Volado fighting the high. They finished it off.
That was the quickest match ever.
Coming through from Mexico.
Damn.
Listen, they had a big run, Billy, going into their qualifying spot, playing as Midnight, making it into this position.
They're gonna see the US, and US is gonna. That's gonna be crazy.
And they ran with it. They barely lost any games. They actually played the most games out of everybody inside of this group stage.
What the heck was that defense? Come on!
Yeah,
you got to touch. You have to touch. This is the World Cup qualifiers. You've got to touch. You can't sit up there and just watch them take the point. What the heck was that, Costa Rica? What the heck? I mean, you said, oh, you know, silver platter. Ashe, come on back in here. Give us the grilling that we know we deserve.
Whoa, okay, you guys have had some fighting words already. I don't know if anybody needs me laying on some extra heat, but what a showing coming out from Mexico to start things off. I'm pretty sure today's all just been 2-0 sweeps, to be honest. I kind of expect it, I guess, within the first day of the round robin group stages, to be fair, but for Costa Rica, there was a lot going on there, Gombers. And what was their biggest weak point, would you say?
Are you an NPC?
Again, kind of leading back to what we said in that first game. It was those adaptations, and honestly, the pressure coming through from Mexico was something that they just didn't know how to stop. You could see that Torbjorn switch. Like, they were desperate to try for something. At that point, they tried to hire a sixth player, aka the turret, and then said, you know what, do your job. And sat there. Like, this was one of those moments where they really were questioning themselves. But at the end of the day, it all worked out for Mexico. Listen, Puerto Rico, I will say, though, there was potential there. It was just, again, that fear.
You're about to install Overwatch.
There's no way you just called the turret the sixth man, but all good, guys. We're going to take a little replay, though, at these last two matches that we just saw between Costa Rica
used the super
and
chat.
Mexico.
I mean, what is it called?
Chef Billy, Gombers was touching on it just a little bit there, but Mexico very much
named it
hype
chat. Hype chat, yeah.
No, that'd be it'd be put underneath
and really pushing Costa Rica between a rock and a hard place.
Where the name would be?
I mean, that little replay right there. Even though
when the hyper
chat
first came out, it replaced the title of
blading Genji out with their last bolt of the storm arrows. I mean, that just shows what heart this Mexican team has, and the reason why Mexico just absolutely decimates Costa Rica here in Gibraltar is the fact that Mexico just controlled the high ground the entire time. There was no displacement. Badru was completely ineffectual trying to get them off the high ground, whether with their own Winston or with the D.Va. I mean, D.Va should be running into the Winston's face and just laying in, just holding down left click. And using the defense matrix to eat any kind of healing coming into the Winston, and just bursting them down.
Wait, they actually keep saying
9 times
Puerto
out of 10,
Rico?
D.Va beats Winston in that. That's how good
Instead
Castle
of Costa Rica?
was on this Winston. I mean, as just for one section of Gibraltar. 9,225 damage mitigated. That is a very large number for a Winston. So the bubble usage and cycling was absolutely chef's kiss perfect. very impressed with this tank, and I can't wait to see what they got going on here. So, man, Mexico, I mean, they're looking very clean coming out the gate here in day one of America's here.
Left.
We talk a bit about Mexico. Listen, I know they're the victors, which I will give them a big congratulations, but I'm going to go back to Puerto Rico. I'm going to say, listen, this team had such a good placement there. You saw, honestly, I thought I saw some of
Costa
the
Rica, bro.
dog that they had in them. When you saw Modelo, you saw them pull out the Dragon Blade. Listen, there was something going on there, and I thought they had it for a second.
Costa Rica.
But again, unfortunately, it ended up not working out. I feel like there were definitely those moments from Puerto Rico, which is why I'm not going to count them out just yet. But again, it has to be those moments.
Man, this always happens.
Things like this happen.
All good. It's day one. It's day one. Costa Rica, they have an opportunity to make that comeback later on into this event, but at the same time, every single shot counts, especially when you've got quite monsters of teams here within Group A to fight for those top 3 spots with. But there is still
Puerto Rico must be good if they did so much without playing.
Online qualifiers. We're going to take it to a quick break, and then right after, we'll be right back with Guatemala versus Puerto Rico.
No! Why? Why is that being confused? It's so different.
What?
Puerto Rico, Costa Rica. She literally just said Puerto Rico at the end.
Yeah, because that's the next match.
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna prove you wrong right now.
That's it. We're checking on my lo-fi.
Oh my god, is that lo-fi girl?
Overwatch Cup Festival. Puerto Rico, Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Guatemala. Alright, I'm gonna stop.
The World Cup skins that you can buy
dog shit
are like, without their discounts, are $200. And then it costs 20,000 credits.
Yeah, it's because that has you buying them each individually.
I mean, I should, huh?
Buy them each individually? Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's for a good cause, so why not?
It's like $1.25, right? That's about right.
Honestly, I should just.
Yep.
Yeah. And also,
No, I don't agree with that one.
I have a bag of cheese.
Oh, am I not surprised?
You want to see it?
No.
Yeah.
What color?
What?
What color cheese do you have?
Oh my god.
The right kind.
That sounds like this is squirt.
Or the people that be, it's definitely bubblegum pink.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. What color? Huh?
What color cheese is it?
What color your cheese? Is it yellow?
Nah, it gotta be white. With red flakes in it.
Flakes?
Yeah, have you never had pepper jack?
Oh, yeah.
I
Confused me
don't
there for a
fucking
second.
like pepper jack.
You don't like me?
That's fucked up.
You're peppered? Oh hell no.
That's a yes season.
That's a deal breaker.
I thought you were Monterey.
Who's Monterey?
Monterey Jack cheese.
Yeah, who's this Monterey person?
Who's Monterey? Okay.
Sorry, my bad. Wrong twin.
What?
What? Someone call the cops or the medics. He's having this stroke.
Why do you need the cops? You gonna feel murder the guy?
La.
You didn't look. You said you wanted to see the cheese.
Oh, my phone was behind me.
That's some good looking cheese. Wait, you need a cat? Your cat's name is Cheese now?
Oh, I said
Sargento. I can't read that shit. It's backwards. Mozzarella.
Good job.
Fucking hell. That was a hard one, isn't it?
Had to sound it out.
A mozzarella.
Mozziella.
Yep.
Wait, there's an R there.
Why the fuck are people naming places in Puerto Rico? I just saw that.
What?
There's people naming, like, I want to say.
Deleted my moderator.
That's my favorite place in Puerto Rico.
Let's go Puerto Rico. Bro.
Who the hell is Papa Joe?
Bro, I
Papa
thought
John's.
Puerto Rico already lost.
Oh, nah, man.
For them commentators.
It's starting.
If it's dark outside,
It's been
please
one
turn on
heck
your
of a day of
exterior light.
Overwatch World
No.
Cup, and
Fuck
it
that.
all
They have
comes down
headlights, they
now
can
to the
find it.
last match of day one.
Why did
As
they
I
can't
fucking
find where you
show
are?
they can find it in your house.
We've got
It's like the
finally
only fucking
Gumbers,
house in a
Puerto
mile.
Rico versus Guatemala.
Listen.
What are they laughing at?
Puerto Rico, it's like who puts Rico?
White
Like, let
people.
me live my
What
life.
the
let me
fuck
live
did
my
she just
true
say?
life.
I'm doxing her. I'm doxing her.
They
What's
just
her
got
Twitter?
called
I'm very sorry. Puerto Rico's
All
playing
good.
now.
just got
Puerto Rico's
called
playing
out
now.
on
So
I'm doxing her.
I'll leave.
Exposed.
Geography's never been your forte. I know. It's okay,
Doxed.
sweetie. It's okay. It's all good. It's
You're talking
all
to a person
good.
who thought that EMEA was a continent. So
Why are you exposing yourself further right now on live broadcast? Well,
laughing
I'm just
about
gonna
it,
steal the
trying to
mic away
play
and
off.
Chef Billy, we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a conversation and give her a second to regroup, take a breath in, a
As
couple
if
deep
Billy
breaths,
wasn't
if
doing
you
it
will.
too.
But heading into this
Right?
Puerto Rico versus
He was.
Guatemala matchup, how are you
No,
feeling
he
about
was.
these two teams? Do you even have maybe a spicy
I have not
prediction
seen
to
a
throw
Zen
out
butter.
there?
I mean, yeah, it's going to be 2-0 Puerto Rico. I mean, let's be
Oh.
completely honest with each other.
Zen's
Just,
not meta anymore.
just
Everyone's saying
the
stop
amount
playing
of
now that
scrim
the Overwatch
and
League
practice
people-
and
I left
synergy
the
that this Puerto
mean-spirited
Rican team
comment on
has
her
right
Twitter.
now, okay?
Did
I
you
mean,
actually?
led by
Yeah.
Gizgam,
What'd
their
you say?
coach. They've also got,
American.
by the
How
way,
can you
Louis,
confuse it?
who
No.
was a star at the University of
Shit,
Texas,
Louis was trying
Dallas,
so hard to
competed in the Overwatch Contenders, has competed in a lot of the collegiate championships, the Overwatch Collegiate Championship itself. Ranked very high in the OCRA, which is the Overwatch Collegiate Rankings Association. They were ranked in the top 5. Just graduated.
That's a
this
curse
past,
word.
Summer. Congratulations to Louis for
Neta.
graduating from the
Aw.
University of
What does that
graduating
mean?
as a comet.
Let's
But
go.
I mean, looking at Puerto Rico,
Figured out.
just on paper right now, the amount of actual, championships and stuff like that they've got under the belt
Yeah.
may not speak to high volumes, but I think that where they have placed, they're in
enough.
individual talents and how they've come together. I think that this is what they have. They also have got island pride. I mean, pura vida here for
Wow.
for Puerto Rico. I mean, they've got it. They've got it
Yeah.
in spades. I've sat in on their scripts. And watched how they communicate. I've listened to their comms, and I mean, it is incredible to see how they go. And it's all going to be led by Papa Joe. I got to tell you right now, it's going to be led by Papa Joe. We'll take a look at Guatemala here and Vendetti run. This is their tank player. Really want to see how they come out and deal with Papa Joe, because Papa Joe has learned how to control the
Papa
aggression. Has
Papa
learned
Joe should be
patience, and I think that Vendetti might.
And
try
why
to
is that?
bait Papa Joe into some unsavory positions.
She
And I think Papa Joe's gonna say,
She
"Okay, I'm
responded.
gonna stay with my team.
What'd
I'm
she
gonna peel
say?
back." That's something I've
She
also
said it
seen
was an
with Puerto Rico
accident.
team.
I
So,
officially
I haven't had a
apologize.
chance- I
Oh
haven't had
my
a chance to look at
god.
Guatemala, right? So, I mean, this is going to be a
I
learning experience,
said
I think,
saying
for
Puerto Rico
everybody.
instead of Costa Rica.
Because
Estimate's not the same.
there's not a lot of sample sizes to go off of from
Yeah.
the Guatemalan team, but
Damn.
I mean, this is the World Cup.
That's your
right?
start a
And
YouTube
anything
channel.
can happen on any given
Quick,
day.
quick, start a YouTube channel.
So I want to see them come out strong. I want to see them come out as a five-man unit. I want to see them really
Hey
take
guys,
the
after all the attention I've been getting,
Some
I decided
really
to make
awesome
YouTube
points
channel.
there, and love to hear about the heart of the Puerto Rican team. But
I know it
focusing
was
back
all
on this
because of
Guatemalan
Overwatch,
team
but I'm
as
gonna
well
play
here,
Splatoon.
Gompers. Chef Billy was just talking about, you know, Vendetti
Oh, more Overwatch.
trying to maybe look for those trap plays. Do you think that that's something that they might find some success on, or even something that they will try to lean into?
Say
to
Puerto Rico,
isolate
say
the
Puerto
positioning of their
Rico.
opponents?
Yeah, I mean, there are some difficulties there. Puerto Rico is a very strong team, so when you're looking, obviously, again, like that lack of information coming from Guatemala, it is difficult to put that 2-2 number together.
Yeah, what
It's
he's
kind of like
calling their
looking at the big dogs and then
songs.
trying to find the underdogs. They're so little, like you
They're
can't see
singing
them, and
Puerto
it's one of those things
songs.
where they will grow in time. And I'm hoping that they get to show us
Yeah?
kind
How
of
many
what they
fingers
have
am
to
I holding
offer
up?
here from
3.
Guatemala. Just because,
No.
again, I love
0.
seeing new players
Get
that
fucked.
really shine
God
in
damn
moments
it.
like
To hold
these
up
where
my
it
hand.
really does count. So I do believe now that, of course, these countries are coming together.
Your
there is
whole
a
argument right
possibility
there?
that Guatemala
Nullified.
having this big name on them, they're going to show us something good.
Yeah, and then Chef Billy, I also want to touch back on to actually both of the tanks here for both Puerto Rico and Guatemala. The fact that we're actually seeing two
till you get, like, 10,000
Reinhardt mains
likes.
coming into this
then you're
matchup,
gonna start your
something
next
that we
YouTube
actually
channel.
have been missing out on
Yeah,
a
my
little bit
next
today.
one.
We've seen
One of
more
my
so, like, the
tweets.
Winston,
Oh, my
the
TikTok
Rivas
got
coming out,
36,000
the
views.
Ramatras, but we haven't really seen that Ryan presence. What can you tell us about how this is kind of gonna shift the
No.
playstyle of both these teams, or maybe even force further adaptability?
Oh, never mind.
of
It
each
said
other?
39K.
I mean, I think this is a carryover from Overwatch 1, where you've
Yep.
got the main tank
Hell
mentality.
yeah, aiming.
And I think that both Vendetti and Papa Joe, I mean, I
There
know
you
Papa
go.
Joe, having seen
I'll let
him
you in 20.
not only for
Damn,
Team
that's a
Puerto
lot.
Rico, but also in some collegiate stuff. Also, back where I got my start in the console gaming league, Papa Joe played there and was a main tank and was an absolute menace and has absolutely leveled up since
What?
they've gone over to PC land. So I think that the main tanks are definitely going to be bigger in the pocket for these two teams. Papa
That's too
Joe's
fucking bad.
Winston is disgusting. Let me just put that out there. I have not seen any off-tank looks from Papa Joe from any recent footage, so I don't know if that's in the back pocket right now. They're only carrying the one tank,
Why did
so
you like my...
that is what we're going to be looking at here for them. And I mean, Vendetti, like I said, we're learning here together.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Interesting things to look out for going into this next matchup, though. But we're heading over towards Lijiang Tower once again. So, Chef Billy, Gompers, I'm going to send you guys all out there and take it away.
Back into Lijiang Tower. When we were here before, there was a completely different story happening. Right, when you're looking at what exactly is going on with Mexico and then Costa Rica back in those past games, are we going to see kind of that same origin happen right now, or are we going to be able to see some of those closer games?
If Puerto Rico plays the way that they have been showing in their scrim blocks and some of their friendlies, I think this should be a pretty comprehensive and pretty straightforward match for Puerto Rico. But if the nerves, if the size of the moment gets to this young squad, then they might run into a little bit of a hiccup. But it should be pretty easy, honestly, for Puerto Rico right now, because I mean, just based upon how they have been playing together and the synergy that they have built together, we are going to see the Reinhardt being Reinhardt, and the Symmetric comes out early from Andrew. They're already on the point, ready to go.
Very
It's a frog,
You said you're looking for some of those pitch plays. I feel like here Papa Joe did a great job.
It's a little mini frog. It's got big eyes.
He's dancing. He looks like
Yeah,
having a
I'll
good
put
time
some
right now.
I ain't no frog mini.
It's a mini frog.
Like I said, maintain energy. Definitely going to be on display here. And Papa Joe, if you give them the opportunity to play aggressively, and you've got the support at the back, and you watch for the peel that needs to come through for Papa Joe, or the support from Papa Joe, watch how he has learned patience and being able to kite back and make sure that the supports are taken care of.
Yeah.
Already some of that shield coming down. It's gonna be hard for
Oh,
Joe to make it
that's
back.
who he is.
Baptiste actually making some of those numbers count.
He was
Immortality shield coming up. Now being able to actually play with the ultimate, but it doesn't matter for Papa Joe. The stun to come through and the Ana making numbers count, but lacking that Kiriko. Again, you're kind of going to see this complete change in what this team can do. Although the passive approach still not there. Puerto Rico, they've pushed themselves
He's Puerto Rican?
to a very far extent. Yeah, and P as well, closing things off very nicely.
It's kind of fucked up.
I mean, this Symmetra
I didn't even know. I guess
I love this May Symmetra look where you are being able to control choke points. You're able to slow people down with the turrets. I mean, the car wash is already set up coming out of the
please don't.
And you're looking for Arenas to be able to separate everybody off. That's a big nade that comes through, but the immortality feels is even better.
Yeah, actually already, it's happening again and again and again. This is something, that reiteration that we got to see. Although Costa Rica last time, again, putting up that fight. So that's kind of what I want to see come out of Guatemala. I want to see them really push those numbers. The Symmetra, though, with the turrets, not making that any easier. So they're going to try to find that other way through and push it to a further extent. Already trying to come down. We still have so many ultimates left to utilize here, but Papa Joe sitting along the back line, gonna be able to see Talisman with the wall come up and push the ultimate down onto the point. Everything coming down to it. Betty Run, now the tank down as well. And it is impossible to try to get onto the point at this point. It is the May wall. It is the combination of that coming through with the tank. Incredible gameplay from Puerto Rico.
I mean, they just understood their win condition there. Be able to stop the choke progression coming from Guatemala. They had to deal with Arenas on the Echo, but the Echo wasn't getting nearly enough done. There was no support aerially for that player. And I mean, Papa Joe, I mean, a 4K to start things off. Yes, please. That's exactly what we want to see. You want the tank to establish himself, and right there, that's not just a little bit of spice. That's also setting the tone for this series, as in Papa Joe saying, "You're not taking space from me. This is my space. You've got to come and claim it."
It's pretty difficult to claim a space that, quite honestly, you haven't touched. It's hard. Guatemala, again, like, I really do want to see some of that firepower come through. I just don't think that when you're looking at that Reinhardt, it isn't working quite necessarily. Now, again, switching over to the Symmetra themselves, having Richie try to play for that, but down towards the backline, Talisman, making it very difficult for the team to even try to push for something like one with some nice shots. Puerto Rico again making something work, and you get a team kill to come through. Honestly, astonishing to see this team and how they're playing right now.
Scalpers, that's a 3K boop off the side.
You playing Overwatch?
Lying in wait like a black widow.
I'm bored. I have ADHD. What do you expect?
Send everybody into the koi pond. Night night. See you later. You're done. And now it's all about them trying to get on this point. And with the mobility of Puerto Rico right now, Guatemala are in serious trouble already.
Looking at serious trouble again. Even now, Talisman actually still making some good numbers, and they know what to focus on, which is something I really like.
Well, I was watching anime while listening to you guys talk, I got bored.
Try to make sure they're playing with the team, although going to have to regain that composure. This is different. We see something out of Guatemala that we haven't.
Why are you sucking my butt? Get out of here.
With the Symmetra, I think that extra resource of damage is really working out well. Andrew P can't even get a hack through right now, especially since you got those those turrets really blockaded.
Yeah, I mean the Symmetra turrets. Once they establish control on the point, it's pretty much done and dusted. Now, they need to pull out the immortality field of Marleo here on the Baptiste. They've got the amp matrix ready to go, so that's also going to be something that Puerto Rico has to push into. But Talisman can really start the tenor of this conversation with a well-placed pulse bomb.
They're playing the sneaky game as well. Actually, still using their blink to try to get around the back. Unnoticed, very, very nicely. Still, though, the silence is there. You see Papa Joe onto the point, trying to get something, but unfortunately, again, the timing is something big here. They're still wasting some of that time. The tank actually backing off, so the opportunity is big. Vetti, Tron, pushing themselves out of the way. Vendetti, Tron.
What?
I don't even know what's going on anymore at this point. Everybody just goes down in a millisecond. The wall actually not doing too much here. A super big fight.
And the fact that you hold on to beat and pulse bomb gompers is absolutely massive. You win that on a little bit of expensive from the 3 ultimates that Puerto Rico put out there, but you get the Ant Matrix and you get the pulse bomb out. That's a 2K from Talisman. Huge pickups.
Keeping it going as well. Talisman still working with the team there. And it is, oh my gosh, it is done with right there. And then honestly though, we do see something different out of Guatemala. I said it before, 48% still left up out of, you know, the 0% that they've made before. So again, making those adaptations.
But still, I mean, the awareness of Talisman knowing that they could get in with the pulse bomb and the 2K just sets up the whole fight. Sets up the whole fight. And now they're in on like Steven. Like right now, it's going in. It forces out the beat. Gets hacked. Yeah, I mean, you're just looking every which way, Gompers. This is a very broken fight here for Puerto Rico.
Look how fun it is to play right now.
Oh, they're still pushing it down. Bro was inspired. Talisman on fire right now.
Oh no, I was like, I don't know how to play.
You guys said that. But still shots hitting. Damage isn't going to be enough though. Again, they're by themselves at this point. Having some of that back come through from Papa Joe, but with Richie putting that pulse bomb down again makes it very difficult. Guatemala are holding on, but Talisman is holding on as well. They've managed to make some of that damage come through, but they've backed themselves off. The point now there is Guatemala still live to see another day.
Yeah, and I mean, the fact that Talisman gets out 93 to pulse bomb and is now pulling the aggro from Richie means that you're going to get a free EMP into this next fight. And yep, there's the manual hack. That should be them going down. It is, in fact, now they have the EMP ready to go.
They're still on the come up though. You see NRP having something big to play with here. They're looking at the hack to come through. It is immaculate now. Like Wolf with the first pick to come down. Now still actually pushing along, and this is a perfect play with the primal rage from Papa Joe. Impossible to get away from a player like this, and now they've pushed back towards spawn. They know what they need to do, and the immortality field going down, so it doesn't matter anymore. Papa Joe still holding on to the last couple seconds of this, but of course, moving down to the hamster. It's going to be super difficult to hold on to this, although they're trying their very absolute best. Guatemala going down 1 by 1, but still trying to make things work. Kirko down, of course, maybe going to be able to cancel something to it. 73 still waiting on that pulse bomb, and it's loading up very quickly.
I mean, we're looking for Enderp and Talisman in combination to take care of each other. Papa Joe over onto the Reinhardt to be able to smash Vendettiron, and this is all the clear that they need. 15 kill streak here, and the pulse bomb goes out and finishes everything. That is a 2-0 map win here for Puerto Rico. They take Lijiang Tower 200 to 88, and I mean, Gardens was a little bit more competitive. I think they got a little bit more aggressive, maybe a little bit more ego into their game, feeling their oats, so to speak. Definitely had that extra helping of Wheaties. But we're going to bring Ash back in here and see what she thinks about how Lijiang Tower went down.
Okay, guys, the Papa Joe stonks are trending up right now. Like, that was an insane opener with the 4K to come through and just immediately leads into a team kill, right? And then not too long afterwards, you get the second team kill. That just rounds out that first
13
point. Just such a strong showing there from Puerto Rico. And it's tough because Guatemala, they had some of those glimmers of hope for sure. But Gompers, unfortunately, they just weren't able to make those conversions.
You talk about it, right? Making those conversions. And I felt like a lot of it, you could see them actually trying to make those changes down in composition-wise, but it just was never working out. And a big part of that, bringing it back to the stonks over here, Papa Joe, right? You're looking at the way they're playing, you're looking at what they're doing, bringing out the primal rage at such perfect moments to regain that momentum. But again, I did see Guatemala being a lot more comfortable with Puerto Rico as time went on. So there was something there. There was that spark that I felt like we needed to see in that last game there with Mexico and Costa Rica. So when you're looking at these two teams and you're kind of comparing and contrasting, there is at least that development.
No, that's for sure. And that's what happens as the series goes on, right? You familiarize yourselves with your opponents that you haven't really played much against before, and then just slowly look to make those adaptations. But Chef Billy, right now, we're on the online qualifiers for the world stage. You cannot afford to take that long to actually implement those changes that are needed.
True, and I think that what we did see, that we did not see really out of Costa Rica, was the fact that the adaptation started coming through a lot earlier for them. They realized that they were getting a little bit diffed out, and you saw Arenas go over to their own tracer. I think that was a great change for them. The Ryan v Ryan. I mean, Papa Joe went with a Winston into a Reinhardt, and generally Reinhardt will be able to win that because of the swing. And because of the stability that you have in the charge, can take Winnie for a ride. But Papa Joe, I talked about it in the open.
She looked
when
like
we
she
opened
had
up this map, I talked about the maturity that this player has gained. We're seeing it on the stage, the world stage right now. This is exactly what they want. I mean, this is a player that is a couple months away from graduating with their aviation license, and so I mean, they're going to be a pilot. So this is kind of like a last call for Overwatch for Papa Joe, and he wants to go out with a bang, and he is absolutely living up to the billing. I think right now for Gizcam, you absolutely have to be telling protect the tank, protect the tank. The tank will lead you to the promised land, and Papa Joe is your salvation.
What did you say?
Papa Joe is your salvation.
What did you say?
What did you say? I'm not gonna say the brand, but a pizza
what
brand.
Did you say?
Pizza brand out there. So
oh my fucking
listen,
God.
we talk about stonks. We know what he's selling. So let's be real.
I mean, I'm bullish. I'm bullish. I'm bullish on Papa Joe right now. What can I say? I'm impressed. I mean, living up to the hype. Living up to the hype. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially we also have not today, but of course more Overwatch World Cup to come later on this weekend, and going into week number 2 if these teams do survive all the way there. And I was looking at the chatters a little bit. Someone was talking about the Papa Joe Doomfist, so I'm actually curious to see that maybe make an appearance into the future. Could be something fun to throw in there. But overall, just an incredible showing coming out from Puerto Rico. And for Guatemala, Chef Billy, what do you think they really need to focus on going into day number 2?
I think Vendettiran needs to get back for their supports. I think the supports are getting left out to dry a couple times with Vendettiran trying to be a little bit more aggressive, which I don't necessarily think is a bad thing. If you're going to be aggressive, your supports have to be on the same page with you. You have to be calming. I'm going in. I need these resources, and I think that's something that we need to go with. I mean, there's the 3K from White Wolf. God, that's beautiful. That is FD godlike. Just beautiful work out of them. So for me, I mean, Andrew P on the Sombra.